Hey everybody, it is Friday, May 12th, and it's time for Marvel Legendary Randomizer number 121. Is that the right number? 122? I've lost track of everything. Oh, it's 122. That was last week. Let's get to this randomizer this week. People are spinning wheels. First things first, before we start, thank you to everybody who came to the marathon stream yesterday. I did a nearly 9-hour marathon stream. I did not believe you. I did a nearly 9-hour marathon stream playing a whole bunch of Midnight Suns. Hey, thank you for the follow. I played through every single scheme and both sides of each mastermind, and it was a lot of fun. Devin himself even came by during the last game and did a little Q&A with the chat, which was really cool of him. So I'll be uploading those this weekend for members at coffee.bageltopgames.com and later this coming week for everyone else. So look forward to that. Also, hello to all the new members that we got that came to the channel and are here today who joined by watching the marathon stream. Let me talk about this stream real quick because we do have some new folks. What I do usually Thursday, I bumped it this week for Midnight Suns. What I do is I will randomize a stream randomize a game on the spot and play it. No matter how impossible it looks, I will play through it anyway. We've been doing these streams for like 2 years and change, so we've gone through a whole bunch of masterminds and schemes and eliminated some by defeating them from the rotation. So we've got a handful of masterminds left and a good chunk of schemes, and then all the other cards are available. And we're going to see what we got today. And then if you'd like to play along with this setup, I will be uploading this as a league setup for this week. Speaking of the league, we have this last week's league to look at, and boy, was this past week a lot. So let me show you the setup in case you don't know what it was. We only had a handful of participants this time, but I don't necessarily blame everybody. So actually, let me spin the wheel for A.S. Miller first, and then I'll show you the results. So I have a 20,000 channel point wheel spin reward. So let's see if this works. There we go. All right. So here's how it works again. I will spin the wheel up to twice. The first time you can give up your prize. Then I'll go to the second time. If you don't want that one either, it'll go to somebody random in chat here. So this is for A.S. Miller. Let's give you a spin. I don't hear the spin, but that's okay. We don't need the spin. Ooh, very close to James Bond, but it's going to be an Unleash the Power of the Cosmic Cube foil promo. Would you like this one, or would you like to give it up and spin a second time? We'll see what happens. Midnight Suns is a lot of fun, by the way. It's a very tricky, sneaky, and horrorful set, and that's what it's supposed to be. All right, spinning again. Second spin is going to be... Is it the same thing? Okay, you got a Cosmic Cube again. Would you like to accept it this time, or would you like to give it up to somebody in chat right now? That is up to you. And then somebody will get it, and then it will go off the wheel. Making chances better each time these are redeemed. All right, you'll accept it. All right, cool. So go ahead and DM me just that you got it. I think I've sent you stuff before, so just I already have your address. Remind me that you got it in a DM. All right, removing this copy of Unleash the Power of the Cosmic Cube. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to this past week's league. Do you think anybody won this one? It was MCU Thanos' Fragmented Realities. Right. So I'll send those together. Perfect. So this was Thanos' Fragmented Realities, and if you don't know this scheme, it's one that makes the city basically one space, but each player gets their own city, and Thanos has, he cares about things escaping. So what do you think the win rate was? What do you think the fun level was on this one? I saw a lot of low fun levels coming in the chat. So Jalt says 10% win, 1.8% fun. And yeah, we had multiple men in here for extra KOs. A lot of stuff going on. And Groot, the hero that we were talking about yesterday, Groot ranked pretty high, by the way. Groot's overall rating of all the heroes we've rated so far, he's in the top 5. And I feel like that's pretty warranted. Letting the chat catch up a little bit. 1.5% fun, 8% win. So nothing over a 10% win so far. Now, again, there were only about 17 games played, or 18 games played, something like that, which is, we sometimes have 30. So I know people don't have Infinity Saga yet, and then some people didn't even want to touch this. I don't necessarily blame you. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the actual win rate was and the fun level was. It was a 21% win rate, so higher than I thought it would be, and higher than you thought it would be. And then we got 2.1, it makes it frustrating, Fun level 2.1, which makes it bad. This is a bad setup. I do not recommend it if you want to have fun. If you want a frustrating setup, go for it. So let's go ahead and see what the results were. And starting with setup B, the one that I did a lot of substitutions for, of course. Here we go. So Montax at 9th place there said, hated it. 12 total rank points for Montax, did not win. If there's a blank spot, it's 0. That the Google Sheets canceled out. That's 0 VP. Same thing here. For Flip Flop Maniac, 8th place, 13.5 total rank points. LOL, more time to shuffle than to play. Found both leaders in the Soulstone KO, the only uncommon I recruited. One side ended with more wounds than the non-gray cards. I'd rather be playing baseball. That is a big statement when you're talking legendary. 7th place goes to Orb over 15 total rank points, also did not win. Jalt at 6th place, also did not win. 17 total rank points, need an option for negative rating for this garbage setup. I mean, if there was a negative rating, it would probably go to this one or a couple others I can think of we've done before. 5th place goes to Red John, who also did not win. 18.5 total rank points. 3rd place is a tie between Off the Cuff and Snatchcat, neither of which who won, but did well enough in everything else to get 21 total rank points. And Off the Cuff said, the leader automatically causes an escape in this setup. The time stone automatically causes an escape in this setup. No fun was had in this setup. And I did put the leader in kind of because of Reverend Achebe in the other setup. Anyway, 2nd place goes to Snash 108 and Speakin', who actually did win this thing with 26.5 total rank points. Let's go ahead and hear how. Interesting scenario happened this game. Our decks were rolling and getting right into the Mastermind hit range, but we're afraid of losing to escapes since we wouldn't both keep escapes from happening and hit Thanos. Then, the HQ became filled with rares. It occurred to us, you did the thing I tried to do, that escapes would no longer cause KOs since everything was greater than cost than 6, so we left the rares there and just aimed for the head. I'm sure we'll be dead last in escapes, but we won the game, so it's all good. You actually were last in escapes. Almost. You were 8th in escapes, but it doesn't matter. Because 1st place here goes to Ollie and Kyla. You predicted right. 35.5 total rank points, who said, an interesting mix for both sides. Kyla picked up primarily Iron Man, but managed to grab the Cap rare, which was definitely a wise choice. Ollie got to play around with colors and Rogue's copy card. We expected worse, but it turned around pretty well. So both teams got 1st and 2nd place there. Let's go ahead and see how Setup A did. Or the folks in Setup A. 9th place was the Captain Cardone with 9.5 points. And it's a tie with Orb Rover, also with 9.5 points. 8th place goes to Off the Cuff, 17 total rank points. 7th place goes to Snatch Cat, 18 total points. And good on anybody who tried to push through this, even though it wasn't looking good, because you still got a rank, and I appreciate the data on how this set went. Montax is 6th place with 20.5 total rank points. I was so close to winning. Groot's shard farming made life so much easier. Combined with Man at a Time, this deck was awesome, just not enough to carry the game. And Jolt right there. Everybody did a great job here. For even attempting it, let alone getting as far as they did. Jolt at 5th place with 21 total rank points. 4th place goes to Red John, 24 points. No winners yet. Said Soulstone got me. All I need to say. 3rd place is me. I was the biggest loser here. I was the last one to lose, but I had a pretty good losing game, and I'm pretty happy about that because 2nd place, I'm seeing a repeat, goes to Snash 108 and Speakin'. 2nd place, 37.5 total rank points. Got very lucky. Certainly helped that neither of us had the standard 4-2 starting hands, so we were both able to get solid uncommons in the first 2 turns. My wife focused on strength while I had a split card cap deck. Thanos would have been pleased with how we balanced the multiple man kills perfectly. In the end, we chucked a perfectly balanced blade right between the Mad Titan's eyes. Still can't believe we claimed victory on this near impossible setup. And I'm getting deja vu because 1st place also goes to Ollie and Kyla with 38.5 total rank points. Gave this a 4 because Kyla had a pretty good game. He managed to thin his graves thanks to getting several convenient multiple men, though we had to play it really careful at the end to keep it from getting the final few KOs that would have caused us to lose. But yes, you see that correctly. Ollie ended the game with 1 VP, a single multiple man. He doesn't want to talk about it. I won't make you talk about it. So well done, Ollie and Kyla and Snash and Speakin' for getting the 1st and 2nd place on both setups, and then everybody else who just played this thing in the first place. So good job, everybody. I hope we don't have to face them again. It's pretty good. Let's go ahead and hide this. That is a fact, Drenner. You're absolutely correct. What henchman did I lose yesterday? I don't understand the question. Let me go ahead and hide this and get started with this first one. Use. A whole bunch. You'll have to wait till the videos to see. Okay, so we're going to randomize the setup today. Who's going to show up? Who do you want to see? Who do you expect to see? All that good stuff. By the way, we're not going to be adding Midnight Suns to the rotation for about a month. So I posted when that's going to be in the channel. Don't worry, you have time to get it if you wanted to get it. And if you're able to get it, What are we going to see? Are we going to see even more Infinity Saga Masterminds? We could. And boy, after playing some of that Midnight Suns, I am dreading some of the combos that I can get with those Masterminds and schemes and some other stuff from other things. I don't have time to state it all here, but I did play 4 games. If you look at the game setup right now, you can see the last setup I did, but you'll see everything when it's up. All right, glad yours in the mail. Yeah, chat really had fun with me putting some stuff into the games, but it was really fun. Chat stayed the whole time and helped me pick my extra cards for the setups, and it was a blast. So I'll definitely do it again for the next release. Yeah, that's what I meant. I thought that's what you meant. All right, let's hear a couple more things while I get some water before we start this. I'm hoping after the last 2 weeks of the Randomizer League, we get something a little more easy breezy, something that's going to be fun but not head hurting. So, cross my fingers for that. We do need Gambit. I will not spoil my streams. What happened? You're going to have to watch those or ask somebody who was there in secret. But I won't spoil it because not everybody wants to know. There are some of the Infinity Saga schemes I would like to see. Gambit could finally make his first randomized appearance of the last hero from the core set that has not made a randomized appearance. I'm glad you had a good time, Montax. Gambit. Is that like Rabbit? That's great. I missed the Midnight Sun stream. What's the verdict? Verdict is, it's great. What's interesting about Midnight Suns, I felt, and I'll give more thoughts in the video that I'm going to release soon when I go over that. It is a very uneasy feeling set. It makes you feel threatened in every game. It makes you feel uneasy about what's going to happen next and less confident than you normally are, but it's also very fun. And that's a great sign for a horror-based game. It's hard to describe until you play it, but with the haunting going on, with the blood frenzy you're trying to build up, with some of the stuff that happens in the city and the power-ups and the KOing bystanders, it feels very uneasy, but in a kind of a cool, you go to see a horror movie for that thing kind of way. And I'll talk more about that later. Anyway, let's go ahead and randomize this thing so we have a game to start. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, there you go. There's your Deadpool scheme. We got Epic Klaw, which is triple empowered. That is rough. We got Rogue, but no Gambit. And so Deadpool's in the setup because everybody hates Deadpool. But yeah, no Gambit. Great Lakes Avengers are tricky. Circus of Crime's everybody's favorite henchman. And we got Carnage. I like Nerkkod too. All right, let me get these cards. Oh, I didn't do the prediction. Let me do that real quick and then I'll get my cards. Eating into my time. What will the outcome be? 10 minutes starting right now. Quadruple? Is it triple or quadruple? I forget what it is. It's something bad. But I'll find out in a moment. All right. Get those predictions in. Oh, and I think this is our first attempt at Klaw in the Randomizer League, I think. Also, I think is it quad? All right, it's quad. So I gotta be careful. Look at the hero class. I got a lot of hero classes. No, only a little bit of range though, so that might actually help me with Nerkkod. Perfect. Of all the expansions that I think could use unique art schemes, Deadpool would be the one, right? That's Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. That's everybody hates Deadpool. That's what I need. Found it. I'm gonna have to really control this HQ. Okay. Enemies of Wakanda. And I almost thought we had the Fear Lords, and that would have been weird, but no. Great Lakes Avengers. Interesting. All right, we're going to share that experience today. Special shout out to Sin B, by the way, who's continued the Richie style dividers. I just printed the last 4 expansions dividers. I haven't put those in yet, so I'm going to get those in today. And I appreciate you picking up the project because I think they're the best ones. I use them for all my cards. So special shout out to Sin B for those. Let me go ahead and get the heroes now. Once again, unfortunately, I'm not playing past 8 p.m. It would have worked in the last game, but I'm not going to get the nighttime is the right time effect. 5 different teams. Carnage is a lot of fun. So is Rogue. There she is. What are predictions looking like? It's a 6 to 8. People are unsure. I'm unsure. You're unsure. We're all unsure. Luke Cage. I have my cards sorted by team, so they're all over the place for this one, and Nerkkod is somewhere else. All right, so there's Nerkkod. Anything else I need for this scheme? I forget. The randomizer would say. Nope. You know what's funny? I'll tell you in a second what's funny. Okay, everybody, let's place everybody. What's funny is we're going to have to use Revenge, and I was just using a whole bunch of Blood Frenzy last night, which is a mechanic that has to do with caring about things in your victory pile. And so is Revenge, so I'm not getting away from that just yet. Okay, there's Epic Klaw, which we'll go over in a second. Put the scheme down here for a moment. And our villain deck is Circus of Crime, Great Lakes Avengers, Enemies of Wakanda, 6 twists, and of course 5 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I might just... we'll see how I handle those counters. I'll do some kind of counter for it. 2 bystanders. Okay, let's get this together. So you can spin at any time. The way I'm going to handle the spins is if you redeem it before or after a game, I'll spin it pretty much right then or after this counter's done. If you spin it during a game, I'll wait till the end, which is good for people who stick around because they might win something. So you can spin it now and I'll redeem it after I finish going over the setup. Or you can wait till the end of the game. I can do it right then. That is up to you. So I've got 6 twists, 6 piles. That's what I should be doing. 4, 5, 6. Love this Avengers mat that I got. It works really well. And since I just put the wheel up, a lot of people had some points from way before, so I have a lot of things to send out. This is not a really big... oh, there's the purple wheel spin. I know, Rose. I'm trying to make it work again. That's okay. What I need a new graphics card. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe I can make it a goal, a coffee.pickupthegames.com goal, because my graphics card is old, and sometimes it chugs along with some of these things, all the effects that I do. So it would make it easier to get the avatars back up and all that stuff. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I remember looking way back when they were all out of stock, and it was really hard to get those. It actually, my old graphics card broke right before a stream one time. And what I had to do is, since I had a stream that day and I wanted to make sure I got to it, I was running around trying to find a secondhand one because nobody was selling them anywhere. And I was a few cities over, I was able to do so. And it's not as good as the one that broke. So I definitely need an upgrade. They're louder than everything else? To me, they're quieter than everything else, so it must be an output thing. That's so weird. So let me press a wound effect just to get a template. You see how that lagged a bit? Things are chugging. I'm working it out. I wonder if it's outputting it directly instead of just from the input feed. I think I might be able to turn it down in that case once I get this shuffled up. I'm just going to turn it down, and we'll see if that does anything next time one comes in. Okay. Audio balancing is hard, everybody. Trust me. All right. Oh, I messed up the time again. Here we go. We're shuffling the hero deck right now. The promo wheel sound was very loud. I don't want anybody to get blasted. I'm gonna play a sound effect. I turned it down a bit, and we'll see if this actually does anything. I'll turn it way down. Give me a second. I'm gonna play the dog bark. Does it still sound loud to you? I didn't even hear it that time. Did you hear it? I just played the dog bark. I'll turn up a little bit more. Yeah. All right. Maybe I overdid it. Maybe it's just the wheel. All right. There it was. All right. It's lower than it was before, so maybe that'll fix it. Feels very quiet to me, but maybe it's weird balancing. All right. What am I doing? I'm doing a setup. Starting hands. Oh, I forgot about the starting hand cards. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. I think the bass sound for the wheel is a bit louder than all the other ones. So the wheel should be normal volume, everything else is quieter, but I will jump into trigger fire after this and fix it. So thank you for the heads up. And nothing else we got to do. There we go, 8:57. I'll take it. All right. There is our setup. Predictions are almost in. If you want to get a prediction in, get that in now. It is almost an even split points-wise, 51 to 49. But most of you say I'm going to lose, but not by much. All right. Let's take a look at Epic Klaw from the Black Panther expansion. And then we'll do our wheeler before the game. Epic Klaw is quadruple empowered by the color of his sonic frequency. Always leads enemies of Wakanda. Quadruple empowered, yup. Master Strike, put the top card of the hero deck next to Klaw as a sonic frequency. Put any previous frequency in each card from the HQ that does not share a color with the new frequency on the bottom of the hero deck. Each player gains a wound. Very gross, yep. Okay. And then we got Everybody Hates Deadpool. Set up 6 twists. Use at least one Deadpool hero. And it had to be boring and pick Deadpool. There were like three others. Special rules. All villains have... It's actually Mercs for Money is the name of the group. Special rules. All villains have revenge for their own villain groups. If they already have revenge, double it. Twist. Each player reveals their hand. Whoever reveals the fewest Mercs for Money cards or tied for fewest gains a wound. Evil wins when 3 villains per player have escaped. So revenge means that that villain gets +1 for each villain from that group in the current player's victory pile. So I need to add that as a tracker. So 6 twists. Villains escaped out of 6. And I don't have room for 2 revenge trackers here, so I'm going to keep those off screen, and we should be good. Give me one moment to update that, and then we'll spin the wheel, then we'll start the game. All right, looks like... Oh, it's exactly 50-50 points-wise. Those predictions are done. Look at those for a moment. Out of 6. That is villains escaped. Yeah, 50-50. Look at that. And then we'll just keep track of revenge as we go. But yeah, I need 2 revenge trackers for each player probably, and I should have enough dice for that. Let's switch over here. Oh, I guess Circus a crime count too. Yep, I do need 3. Unfortunately. Maybe I'll just let all the Great Lakes Avengers do their thing. And then I won't have to worry about them. Okay. Why did I say 06 Scheme Twist Play? That's not right at all. Oh. Because I put a space in and it read that as a 6, and that was very strange. But at least it's a Circus of Crime. But I'll have a lot of them, so I'm going to split them up so I don't have too much revenge. I'm tired of buffing these henchmen. Everything I do is buffing henchmen. It still says 06. Fix it. Why does it say 06? Oh, it's a slash. One last time. The villains escaped as 06. I'm playing like whack-a-mole here. There we go. We're all set. Okay, before we reveal the HQ, it was a good year. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel for... Who spun the wheel? MVL Marcus spun the wheel. So real quick for MVL Marcus, let's take care of that. I don't know why they were doing that, but now they're good. I'm not going to question it. There's always something new. Let me hide all this stuff. All right, predictions-wise, 7 say win, 12 say lose, 50-50 with the points. We'll see what happens here. Okay, here's you, MVL Marcus. Again, don't know where the sound for this went. Ooh, it's going to be a House of M No More Mutants Transforming Scheme promo. Would you like to accept this one or give it up for something else? I don't know what people have, so it's up to you. It's a good one. One of the ones that Upper Deck was kind enough to send me, so I'm paying it forward. Then we'll start the game. All right, I will gladly send it to you as well. So again, send me your info and remind me that this is the promo that you want. Okay. We're done with that for now. Let's go ahead and get into our starting HQ. Once again, Epic Claw's triple empowered by the sonic frequency. So we'll see what the variation of the HQ is like before he starts to get some sonic frequencies there. You're welcome. Thanks for watching so many of the streams, getting that many points. Here we go. We're starting with Rogue's Energy Drain, Sweet Christmas Luke Cage, Borrowed Brawn Rogue, Feed My Undersea Legions Nerkkod, and we got Copy Powers Rogue. So 3 coverts, 1 instinct, and 1 strength, if that's any indication of how things are going to go. And I got to not let villains escape for my score, for the scheme, and all of that. Let's shuffle up Claw's tactics and start this thing. And this will be the end of our 13, 14 hours of streaming this week, which is a lot. Yeah, I wonder who did that alt art. These alt art core cards are from Dre 2.0, so you can check the custom cards channel for those if you want them. He did a really good job on those. And the borders are correct, unlike the ones I was using before, so thank you for those. They look great. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to turn number 1 on the left-hand side. Get this thing started. 2, 3, 4... There we are. All right, we got a classic 4 and 2. First card from the villain deck is our first Circus of Crime. So like everything else, they've got Revenge, but villain decks or victory piles are empty. So they have Fight, reveal the top card of your deck if it costs 0. KO it, otherwise draw it. Can't fight him this turn with a 4 and 2. But I have some good options here to decide where I want to go with my build. So I'm starting with Energy Drain. Rogue scored pretty high on our rankings, and not for no reason. She's pretty good. 2 Recruit plus, and then Covert, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. If you do, you get +1 Recruit. This is a really good early pickup, especially with other Coverts. I'm going to have another 4 and 2, so what I could do is pick up Feed My Undersea Legions next turn. I'll show you what this is also about. That's actually a pretty interesting combo. 2 attack whenever you defeat an adversary, which is a villain, on the bridge this turn. You may KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile. If you do, gain a new recruit. Now, this is designed for the villains mat, where the bridge is where the sewers are. It's going to be harder to trigger. But I'm going to try to prevent escapes. The city might end up filling the bridge, plus it's a card that can trigger rogues. So I think I'm going to, for lack of a better option. Also, we got Borrowed Brawn here, which I could take if I wanted to. 1 plus attack, and then strength, you get +3 attack. A good card once you have some substantial strength cards, otherwise it's just a 1 attack card. So it's a good payoff if you can make it more guaranteed. I'm going to pick up Energy Drain. It's a very good card. Not going to say no to it. And then we got It'll Grow Back Deadpool. So Deadpool and Luke Cage will actually be an interesting combo with the wound stuff. I don't know if they exactly synergize, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Because he prevents wounds, and Deadpool uses wounds, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, those will be great ones to use together. Turn 2 is going to be another Circus of Crime. And a 4 and 2 here. Okay, so let's mix up strategies. Let me look at It'll Grow Back. So It'll Grow Back has... Basically, you get to KO a wound for 1 attack, or you gain a wound if you don't have the wound to KO. So what I can do with Luke Cage is I can prevent the wound with Deadpool. So I think I might want to lean to that strategy. And then there's some other strength cards in there I might be able to mix in, put into the mix. But 2.5 attack is better than the 1 attack I'll have for now. So I'm going to go with It'll Grow Back and try to do a... Has Luke Cage ever crossed over with Deadpool in the comics? I don't think Luke Cage would have much time for Deadpool shenanigans. And Carnage, too. Love Carnage. When he's helping me, you know? Okay, move on over. What I like about this scheme is that there's no frills on like extra piles or extra things. It's just things have revenge. Watch out for escapes. Use a Deadpool hero. Turn 3 is Mr. Immortal. So Mr. Immortal keeps coming back. That's his thing. His fine effect is reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain or bystander, Mr. Immortal re-enters the sewers. They have met, I assume they must. I don't think, did they get along? They must have not gotten along. So I have 2 attack. I can try to fight Mr. Immortal this turn, and we'll see what happens. But let's start by doing what I was going to do and go for that rogue combo with Feed My Undersea Legions. I really like to trigger the KO power on her early. So I got the 4, I spent it, and we got more It'll Grow Back. Let's take a shot and try to take out Mr. Immortal. Yeah, I really liked the She-Hulk interpretation of this character. It was fun. All right, taken out for 2. Top card of the villain deck is a villain. So it's another Circus of Crime. So Mr. Immortal himself goes back into the sewers. It was worth a shot. I guess I should press this because I did hit him. Mr. Immortal is actually a really fun villain for whenever you have cards that have a whenever you defeat a villain effect, because you can farm him for those effects. For example, I was using Werewolf by Night, who has a, if it's Moonlight, you get a KO power if you defeat a villain or Mastermind. Oh, really? I still need to play that. I mean, I'm going to be playing other stuff this weekend, you can probably guess, but I do have to play Midnight Suns as well. I was waiting until someday I get a PS5 to play that. I know it's coming out for PS4, or already did soon, but there's a lot of games I'm just being real patient on. I'm a patient gamer. Unless it's a legendary expansion, but that's a bit different. Okay. 4, 5, 6. So another 4 and 2 on turn 4, of course. Here's that Circus of Crime that was promised. And now I'll try to fight Mr. Immortal again, because no reason not to. Top card of the villain deck is Big Bertha, one of his compatriots. So he's going to re-enter the sewers. So he blows up right into the city. Too bad. I got a full city coming up next. But left side, do I have 3 attack? I got 1, 2. Left side can fight a Circus. Okay. No revenge yet. I'm keeping an eye out for that. All right. So I have 1 It'll Grow Back. Not much goes better with that than another one. But I do need some recruit. But having some early attack will help with this. So excessive violence is interesting when used with revenge, because revenge makes things more expensive to fight, and excessive violence requires you to spend extra attack to fight them. So that might cancel things out, so I might not be able to use excessive violence as much as I want. But maybe I could. Who knows? We got a copy power sitting right here that's good anywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and take another It'll Grow Back, because that's what I'm building towards. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, there's Deadpool's rare. One of the funniest designed rares, because he wrote on it. He lets you take another turn after this one, but only once per game. So it's basically a 5 attack rare. So it's honestly not that great, especially because you do play a card from the villain deck at the start of his turn. It's basically you're having a great time. Deadpool's going to help you ignore the other players. And in solo mode, doesn't really do anything at all. So when we get to rating this one, I don't expect it to do that well. But it's funny, and that's the whole set is supposed to be fun. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, left-hand side's got some rogue in hand. And Big Bertha's coming in. So Big Bertha has size-changing strength, which means she gets -2 attack if I've played a strength card this turn. Fight, each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound and escape same effect. So luckily I can fight something. Otherwise I'd have an escape, which would be real bad for my score. Let's take out one of these Circus of Crime, because Mr. Immortal is cheaper to fight and he might just come back. Let's do this. Top card of my deck. If it costs 0, KO it, or otherwise draw it. So it's a 0 cost. I'm going to KO it. Circus of Crime are actually great against Mephisto, because they just KO all the wounds you've got. Okay, so for revenge purposes, I'm going to keep a tracker. I will keep it... Let's do this, just so I can zoom out to show you sometimes. Let's use some smaller dice. It's going to be hard to tell which is which. So I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna take this out of my victory pile. That's gonna be left side's victory pile, right side's victory pile, okay? And there's one Circus of Crime. Yeah, you can get this one on upper deck side. It's really cool. So that's one Circus of Crime on the left, nothing on the right. That's how I'm gonna handle this, and I'll zoom back out when I need to. So these will have also, I'll put the attack on them when it's that turn, and I'll switch those around. So we're going to work on a little bit of counters. So this turn, they have 4 attack, and I'll switch those off and on when I need to as well. Okay, let's play my recruit. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanos versus the Avengers, it's called. I think you can also get it on Amazon, but I'm not sure. All right. So I could take 2 things. I could take the Rending Claws Carnage, or I could take Borrowed Brawn Rogue. I don't have any other strength out here right now. But Borrowed Brawn Rogue is good, especially if I have copy powers want to use it. But since I'm going to take more Rogue, I might want to just lean into the Covert Strength. So I think I'm going to take Borrowed Brawn and, again, try to lean into that. Also to help me with the size changing for Big Bertha. Just try to get more Covert when I can. Okay, there's Gruesome Feast. There's some Covert I can get. Rogue will be decent with excessive violence, actually. She can do it. All right, hey, look, I got villains in the bridge, so that'll actually work. All right, right-hand side is going to go. And there's a lot to keep track of here, so please catch me if I miss anything. I know you will, but I'll try to keep track of all of this. Here we go, another Circus. Circus, Circus, Circus. And I can't fight anything, so I think I have my first escape. This is rough. There really wasn't much I could do about that. All right. Deadpool's rare is also strength, yep. So 5 recruit, I think I want to pick up either copy powers or Sweet Christmas. Let's look at both of those because we can afford them this turn. So this is one of the best cards. Copy powers, played this card as a copy of another hero you played this turn. This card is both covert and the color you copy. I would prefer this to go on the left-hand side for the covert thing. Also copying some of the good cards I've got over there. But then Sweet Christmas is 3 attack, and then Instinct, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, discard them all, or put them back in any order. The 2 cards I already have from Deadpool are Instinct, plus I want to build up Luke Cage with his wound stuff, so I'm going to take Sweet Christmas on the right. Not really building up a lot of recruit there. And there's an It'll Grow Back. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see if I get lucky and avoid the escape, or I don't. By the way I'm going to handle counters on cards is I'll do this. I'll resolve everything that the villain deck does, and then once I'm able to act, I'll put counters in the villains and enemies if I need to change those. Just for the sake of expediency. All right. Unless it matters, then I'll calculate it at the time after the villain deck card is pulled. And there's Zenzi. All right, so yes, we have our first escape. So much for my score. RIP my score. Circus of Crime escapes. And what am I KOing? I'm already building up the half attack It'll Grow Back stuff on the right. I'm going to get a really expensive HQ if I get rid of Rending Claws. I have 4 recruit this turn. I could pick up Rending Claws, and I can't pick up anything else. I don't want to take It'll Grow Back. I'm tempted to KO Rending Claws. But I don't have a lot of recruit cards. Right-hand side has 2 recruit next turn. So I risk recruit locking myself if I get rid of Rending Claws, but I'm still going to do it. Just in case. There should be some comments coming in. And I'm replacing it with... Nope, I recruit locked myself. Told you. Alright, so Circus of Crime go away. And that's my first escape, not just for my score, but for the evil wins condition. Unfortunately, that's 1. Alright, everybody moves down. Zenzi comes in. And Zenzi's empowered by Instinct, which is not great. Ambush. Zenzi captures a bystander for each Instinct hero in the HQ. There are 2. There they are. So 1, 2. Oh my gosh, getting Hot Launch was awful, but I kind of loved it because it felt like I was being ambushed by ghosts. It was great. So we got the Radiation Scientist, the Comic Shopkeeper, and Zenzi has a buff. So let's go ahead and adjust these attacks like I said I was going to do. We'll offset these because we don't want to see the sewers. So Zenzi's at 7 attack. And these circuses are 4 right now because they have Revenge. Oh wait, no. Yes. My victory pile's up here. I forgot. I gotta remember my own rules. Left-hand side, victory pile. That's how I'll remember. All right, we got 4 recruit. I wouldn't be able to do that, by the way, if I had any Rise of the Living Dead, but the order of cards in the victory pile does not matter for this game. So we've got 2 attack. Whenever you defeat a villain on the bridge, you may KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile. So unfortunately, the only thing I can fight is Mr. Immortal because of the revenge. So I'm going to have to do that and hope he doesn't come back in. I haven't seen a strike or a twist or a bystander. So there's a chance, right? Here we go. Let's fight Mr. Immortal for 2. He leaves the city first. Top part of the villain deck is a Scheme Twist. Never been happier to see one. So Mr. Immortal is actually defeated. I'm going to put him up here. So left-hand side has also defeated a Great Lakes Avengers. That's going to be 1 revenge, which means that Big Bertha this turn is 8, just in case you cared. Okay. So I don't want to take It'll Grow Back, and I can't take anything else from there. So I'm going to go ahead and get an officer because I am really low on recruit on both sides. Thank you, Dre. So I'm going to go ahead and take an officer. I really wanted to see a special one. I didn't see a special officer at all the entire last stream. And I still haven't seen one. We were actually talking about getting more special officers for that reason. I'd like it to have the same ratio that the bystander stack or the sidekick stack has now. Where it's like a 1 in 3 chance somewhat you get a Maria Hill. I could just take Maria Hills out of the deck, but that's against the spirit of the thing, so I'd rather just load it up with more special officers, make it more interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. I can pick up that Carnage or Copy Powers, depending on how I feel about it. Okay, so we got the Scheme Twist happening right now. There it is. And again, I'll adjust counters when it's time for me to act. What is the twist effect again? It is this. Each player reveals their hand. Whoever reveals the fewest Mercs for Money cards or tied for fewest gains a wound. Left side has none. So left side is going to gain a wound. Luke Cage will help me with this later on if I get to see his the card that affects that. So, wound to the left-hand side because there are not any. 16 and 30 for officers. Almost a third. What's the ratio for sidekicks now? It's got to be better than that. Whatever the sidekick ratio now, that's what I'd like to see for officers. It feels right, the amount of standard sidekicks I get. Okay, well, let's adjust some attacks. So no revenge for anyone here. Zenzi keeps the empowerment. And let's go. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that wound, so now I have to gain a wound if I want to do this. That would give me 1. Let's play everything else I got. 3 attack, 2 recruit. So I'll play It'll Grow Back. It'll give me 5.5 attack. I'll turn the dice sideways. And I forget who gave me that idea, but let me know if it was you, because it really helps. So thank you for that idea. I got 5.5 attack. If I decide to gain a wound, I have to gain a wound if I play this, so that's my point. So I would go down to 3 attack. Do I need the 5? It doesn't look like I need the 5 because Big Bertha is going to be 7 and Zenzi's also 7. So playing this card will do nothing. So I'll just avoid the wound, although I can use it to generate a wound engine and KO later. But I'll wait until I have both cards in hand and just do back and forth. So I will not play Deadpool. I'll go down to 3. That's all I need to hit a Circus of Crime. Let's hit the other one in the bank. Let's see what happens. Top part of my deck. Cost 0. Another KO. So let's defeat this, and let's put this on the right-hand side. So right-hand side is Revenge 1 for a Circus of Crime. I've never done it this way before, but I kind of like it. Makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, so that one's going to be at a 4. 2 recruit. I'll get a sidekick, and that sidekick is Throg. There's some recruit that I kind of asked for. Okay, new shuffle. Even when you get Throg, who's a sidekick that people don't often want to see, you play him once he's gone, it's not a big deal. But I would love to hit Epic Klaw before he gets empowered, but now that I said that, I'm going to get a Master Strike on the next turn. So I really shouldn't have said anything. Some of you playing this setup are going to get 10 attack pretty quick, and are going to hit Epic Klaw. And at least get 1 hit on him. Yeah, and I like revenge as a mechanic. It's fun. Everybody is bloodlusted, kind of. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, got a combo. Not exactly a combo, but I got an activated power. Moving over. I'm glad you finally got your Deadpool scheme that you've been asking for. The randomizer shined on you today. Shone? Shine? Turn 9 is another Circus of Crime. All right. So, let's put back all the revenge. 4, 4, and 8. And we have 4 recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 2 more left. What's the other one that we finished? I can't recall. That we eliminated. Alright, so let me look at Gruesome Feast. It's tempting. Gruesome Feast is 3 attack, excessive violence for the top part of your deck. You may KO it. So between this and Energy Drain, I can do a lot of KOing. But Copy Powers is very good. But in order to control the city, I need some raw attack first. So I think I'm going to pick up Gruesome Feast, and it's also 1 more expensive. And I don't have to do the excessive violence. So let me go ahead and pick up Gruesome Feast, get some more covert over here. Even though I can't fight anything this turn, there's another Energy Drain. Okay. It's in my discard pile. I'm not going to draw it now. Got 2 more cards. Chimichanga and Rite of Scheme. Those ones are kind of... Rite of Scheme is kind of unforgiving, but Chimichanga is pretty fun. 4, 5. So we did Everybody Hates Deadpool. Now that you mention it, it's sounding a little bit familiar. Oh, this is Everybody Hates Deadpool. What's the other one? Deadpool Writes a Scheme. Deadpool Chimichanga. What's the... What? I can't remember the name of the last one. There's so many schemes. Somebody will tell me. All right, turn 10. Another Circus. All right, we are top loaded with Henchmen today. So 4 attack. We got Revenge on the right-hand side. Having it out here in the front really helps me out. So thank you, Montax Coast. That's a fun one. That's my favorite. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. That story arc was also pretty fun. I have 4 recruits, so I can get one of these instincts out of here, try to weaken Zenzi, but I'm going to have to get this wound, because if I do, if I play this, I'm going to have to get it. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack, and I can actually hit Big Bertha with size changing. So let's go ahead and play It'll Grow Back, which will give me a wound, because I don't have one to KO. So wound for me. Oh no, I broke the glass. I got a broken glass wound, because I totally didn't press the wrong button. Jumping through glass will give you wounds, everybody. Don't do it. I got 2.5 attack. That was unexpected. Okay, we got Sweet Christmas up to 5.5 attack. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Discard them all or put them back in any order. Pretty unique effect. All right. I got 1 It'll Grow Back and 2 others. I don't think it's worth discarding. I'm going to put them back with It'll Grow Back on top. Put them all back. No, I got to call a guy. All right. So I'm going to play the Soldier for a 6th attack. I have to play Throg to weaken Big Bertha, but I can also weaken Zenzi and get those bystanders. Let's see what happens. I want to play Throg. I can draw it with Henchmen if I decide to spend 4 attack on them. So I don't know what's better. If I do draw it, I will get 3.5 more attack. So we'll calculate all that out after I do my recruits. 2 recruit, 4 recruit. Throg goes away, but I did play it this turn, so I'm going to have him peeking in just so I remember I played it for Big Bertha. So she's 5 attack this turn. It'll give 4 because the half will round up. Yep. So she's at 5. So let's say I do hit a Circus of Crime. I'll go down to 2.5 attack. I get to draw Deadpool. I'll go up to 3, 4, 5, 6 total attack, and then I can hit Big Bertha. Let me try to recruit... Well, I'd rather hit Zenzi, I think. So first, let me try to recruit one of these instinct cards, see if I reduce her empowerment. I got 2 It'll Grow Backs already. They have a pretty good engine together. So I'm going to go ahead and take the other one for 4 and see what I get. Okay, great. So she does go down to 6. So I can fight a Circus of Crime, draw Deadpool, KO the wound, and hit Zenzi, which is even better. So let's hit one of the Circus of Crime that's closer to the beginning of the city. Hit the one in the bank for 4. Down to 2.5 attack. And top card of my deck, hey look, surprise, it's that it'll grow back, so I draw it, and I take out the Circus. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the pile. So now right side has 2 Circus of Crime for Revenge, which means that 5 attack on both of these this turn. So now I'll play It'll Grow Back. We'll keep this little combo going. I get 2.5 more attack, up to 4.5 to 5, and I will KO this wound in my discard pile. And get 1 more attack. I'm glad I'm seeing these cards instead of nighttime is the right time. Lucky in that respect. Okay, and now I'll fight Zenzi because even though Big Bertha's weakened, she's got 2 bystanders. No fight effect on her though. And oh, I gotta put that up here. So right hand side's got 1 Enemies of Wakanda for revenge purposes as well. Let me use my yeah, I can use the black counters because I'm using the red ones for damage. 1 there. Okay. Bystanders. Let's go ahead and see if I get something for free. Comic Shopkeeper. This one I always have to push the viewer up because it goes right to the bottom of the card. 1, 2, 3. Top 3 cards of the hero deck are... Ooh, Carnage is rare. So the only card that's going to be gained is Pull of the Tides. Who should gain it? As a strength card... And moving things around, I have a Nerkkod on the left. I should probably take this on the left. It'll help with a Rogue. Yeah, I agree. So let's take it on the left. And we'll put Carnage's rare on... No, we'll put Borrowed Brawn on top. And then I'll know Carnage's rare is coming. So I don't totally recruit luck myself with that. Combat Shopkeeper on the right. Radiation Scientist. I can KO one of my heroes or a hero from my discard pile. I will KO one of my operatives. Just 1. Don't want to recruit luck myself too hard. That was a pretty good turn for a turn 10. All right, let's put Throg away for good. And end that. 3, 4, 5, 6. All grays. Another 4 and 2. Come on, let me get 10 attacks soon. That would be really nice. I have to do a lot more thinning before I think that's going to happen. Turn 11 is another Circus. So many Circus. So they're Revenge 1, so they're all at 4. And Big Bertha goes back up to 8. She'll go down to 6 after I play Borrowed Brawn. But I won't have 6 attack. I'll have 4. So 3 attack and 1 more attack. This is the part of the game where Borrowed Brawn is not that great. So, yeah, at 6. But I can hit a Circus, so I will. On the left-hand side, let's hit the one in the bank again. Bank seems like a pretty good space to hit these Circuses. Top card of my deck is a Agent, so it gets KO'd. Circus goes to go in the pile. Now I got 2 Circus of Crime as revenge. Spread out victory piles. They go up to 5. They're 5 on both sides right now. Then we got 2 Recruit for a Sidekick. The thing is, all these henchmen are showing up early, which means that I'm going to have a slew of tougher villains coming into the city pretty soon. I'm glad I've been able to split up the Circus of Crime like this, because there's only 2 revenge on each side. If I can keep that up, they're gonna cap out at +5 attack, but we'll see. I might not be able to do that depending on what I have to fight to avoid escapes. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Cool, I got the Cobra Trigger, I got a Sidekick, maybe draw another Strength card. I want to see Carnage's Strength card. That's one I'd love to have over here. Turn 12 is Jakara. Speaking of Strength, he gets empowered by Strength. Fight KO one of your heroes. There is 1 Strength card, and also I have Zenzi. So he's actually at 6 attack, 1 for the empowered, 1 for the revenge. The Circuses are at 5, and Big Bertha here is at 7 because I haven't defeated a Great Lakes over here yet. But that's moot because I don't have enough attack to hit any of those. 4 Recruit. Okay. Is there any good reason for me to take Energy Drain on this side? There is a little bit. I don't have any other coverts, but it is like a little bit of a better officer with KO power, but might not be able to trigger it. But I know if I take this, I'll get Borrowed Brawn into the HQ That's the next card on top of the hero deck. And I've got 2, 3, 5 recruit coming up. Maybe I'll get enough recruit to get Deadpool Rage. Or this might just clog my deck a little bit over here. So I'm going to hold off. Instead, I'm going to get a sidekick. I think I have enough recruits still. And I got Skids. That's a pretty good one to have here for the wound stuff. It'll prevent the attack, but at some points I might want to use it. But I do have to keep the HQ flowing a little bit more. Just a little. So far, and I haven't tried to fight Klaw yet or have him been quadruple empowered, but so far, pretty fun, challenging setup. It comes at you strong with all the revenge. 4, 5. It kind of does feel like all the blood bank scheme with all the blood frenzy I played just yesterday. Turn 13 is another twist. Here we go. Each player reveals their hand. Whoever reveals the fewest mercs for money cards gains a wound. So it's going to be the left-hand side again. But I got Skids. So what I'm going to do is this. I will gain the wound. And then I will discard Skids. If any player would gain a wound, you may discard this card instead. If you do, draw 2 cards. She just showed up at perfect timing. Just recruited, shuffled back in. So I'm going to avoid the wound on the left-hand side. Discard Skids. Left side is going to draw a soldier and Luke Cage. And that is that. Helpful. So let's start with Nerkkod. Whenever you defeat a villain on the bridge, you may KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile, and you get a new recruit. Special rules for this week are going to say, again, you can't recruit new recruits. You can only gain them if Nerkkod gives them to you. Let's draw some cards. See what we get. 1, 2. Ooh, and I can move things. You may move a villain to an adjacent city space. If another villain is there, swap them, then I get borrowed brawn. Okay. So, I can take out Big Bertha if I swap them. And then, when I play borrowed brawn, she's going to be at 5. And I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack this turn. I only need 5 to fight her. Oh no, she's at revenge. She's got revenge. Hold on, let me adjust my counters. I forgot to do that. So that's accurate. Jakara is empowered just by Deadpool. Big Bertha's at 8 because of the 1 empowerment for Mr. Immortal who's up there. Alright, once again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I do want to fight Big Bertha because I'll be able to fight her with size hitting for 6. So let's do that. Let's swap Big Bertha over to the bridge so I can do some KOing with Nerkkod. There you go. He'll be pretty good with Wong now that I see more of it for sure. So I get 2 attack from the first Nerkkod, 2 recruit from the second Nerkkod. They're backwards. Now when I play Borrowed Brawn, I get 4 attack. Awesome. Big Bertha is down to 6 attack because of size changing. And I've already got the 6 attack. Let's go ahead and fight her right now. Actually, I'm going to KO a card. I'm going to play my Shield Agent first. Then we'll fight Big Bertha for 6. She has a fight effect, by the way. Each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. So right-hand side is going to gain a wound, which is great because I got Deadpool here for some more attacks. So left-hand side reveals both, or one of those. Right-hand side gains a wound. Big Bertha is defeated, which is going to go into the Great Lakes Avengers pile as the second Great Lakes Avengers in the victory pile for purposes of revenge. Energy Drain. Oh, I didn't do, let me do the whenever. I get to KO the Shield Agent after the whenever effect happens. And now I'll play the Shield Trooper. And I will play Energy Drain, triggered by the Covert Nerkkod. 2 more recruit. You may KO a card from hand or discard pile. And I get a new recruit. Thank you. I would have missed that. Good catch. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I can get the rare, too. I will KO the Shield Trooper from my... Oh, not from my hand. So I don't play the Trooper. Yeah, I didn't reveal anything before I played that. So I'll take that back. That's what I wanted to do. KO the trooper. I misread it first and said from that you played, but nope, it's gotta be from my hand. And I get one more recruit. I guess I didn't need to do that, but I wanted to KO it all. And then 2 more recruit, 8. Let's go ahead and pick up Deadpool Rage. Just because it's a 5. I love the 5. I think it's 0. The original icon is 0 back there, and then it's a 5 written over it by Deadpool. It's just going to be a 5 attack strength card, which is not bad. For a rare, it's kind of weak, but overall not bad. And another Borrowed Brawn, and then we got the Carnage rare coming up next, which I'll try to pick up after that. Now it's about thinning this deck down to a lean, mean fighting machine, which I have the potential to do over here with all the KOing I've got. But I gotta let things get to the bridge if I really want to farm that, but I'm worried about that because that might cause escapes. Here we go. Yeah, that's another thing. Let me show that again. See what MVL Marcus said? That is Wolverine's core set card. But he's just coming on through it. Just like in the rule sheet, he wrote over the Alpha Flight expansion rules. And look at the flavor text. Hey, Wolverine, I've had a breakthrough. I love that set. It's fun. All right, another twist. And we're going to get wounds. So once again, left-hand side has got no mercs for money. So left-hand side gets it. Can't avoid it this time. But I do have KO power. So maybe I'll be able to get rid of this spreading nanovirus just by doing rogue things. Thank goodness there's no twist something evil wins on this. So, let's KO the wound that I've got. Well, actually, let's adjust attack. We replace the strength with the strength. That's accurate. That's accurate. That's accurate. That's accurate. Okay. Let's go. So, that's going to be 2.5 attack, but I'll KO this wound that I've got. I'm at 3.5 attack. Sweet Christmas is going to set me up for the next turn, maybe. Up to 6.5 attack. Top 3 cards in my deck are... Ooh, I'm keeping this hand. I'll put the Integral backs on top. I don't know if I want to draw them this turn with the Circus, but we'll see. If I do, maybe I have to draw both of them. I don't think I can get enough to get 10. I'm close. I'm at 8.5 attack. So let's see. I can fight Jakara. Can I get 10 attack? I'm wondering what happens if I chain the Henchmen. Will it net me anything good? At least I may be able to clear the city. So let's say I do... Yeah, let's say I do chain the Henchmen. And right-hand side doesn't have it as much KO. So I would waste that. Let's see what would happen. I'd fight the first one for 5. I got into 3. And then I would gain from the next card that I put there 4, 5.5. And get a wound. And then I couldn't fight anything else because after I fight 1, this is going to go up to 6. So after 1 fight of the Circus, I can't fight again. So that's not going to be something I want to do. But yeah, other times it would have been useful. So let's just fight Jakara, who also gives me KO. I got 3 recruit. Did I not add the half? If I didn't add the half, then I go up to 6. And I could chain that one, but that would be 2 Circus. Even so, I still want to fight Jakara. And I'll leave the KOs for later. Okay, 2 Henchmen exactly, because I get to 6. But yeah, you're right. I would waste the KOs, and also I would start to make the revenge lopsided over here on the Henchmen. So for those, and I'm probably gonna get more strengths in the HQ. There's some more lurking in there. So let's fight Jakara for he's actually at 6 because I have the revenge. So let's take out Jakara for 6. Fight KO one of your heroes. It's gonna be an operative. And take him out. That means that 2 enemies of Wakanda on the right. Left side is going to have to start fighting some enemies of Wakanda because of all that. Let's see. So I don't know. I have Skids, but I probably want to keep her around. She was useful to keep around with all this wound stuff. But I am lacking in... I don't have any recruit cards, I think, except for my operatives, and I've KO'd a couple. So I could take Energy Drain, which is kind of like an officer, but a little better. But I don't have any covert to trigger it. On the off chance I'm really lucky and I get an instinct officer like Agent May, that would be great. How many starters did I KO over here? I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have KO'd 3 operatives, so I think I can replace 3 with 1 officer. That's going to be a pretty good deal. So I'll take an officer. And, okay, not the one I wanted, but it is a special one. There's Yo-Yo. She got shield. You may send this hero undercover, put it on top of your deck. That's a good officer to get. Help me get this deck built up, and then I can send her undercover later. So here's my new hand with the 2 It'll Grow Backs. And I do not have a wound anymore because I KO'd it. Let's move over. Okay. We have, from the villain deck, our first Master Strike, so I had all this time to generate 10 attack, and I couldn't do it. Now it's just going to be harder. Guess what the top card of the deck is? It's that rare Carnage. So I lose access to that, first of all. I should have swapped it in order with Borrowed Brawn. And here it is. Sad. Feast or Famine is really good, but Carnage is rare. Goes to the next to Klaw's a Sonic Frequency. Okay, and you can't see what the frequency is, so I'm going to use these little tokens. And then it says, put any previous frequency and each card from the HQ that does not share a color with the new frequency on the bottom of the hero deck. Each player gains a wound. So, first things first, any card that is not covert goes to the bottom of the hero deck. So that's Sweet Christmas and Borrowed Brawn. And look at all that covert. That's okay, I just have to recruit them all. And then Borrowed Brawn, that should actually go to the left-hand side. And Carnivore, that's what I was looking to see. Alright, and each player gains a wound. No wound prevention out here, so let's deal those out. Left-hand side gets another Grievous Wound. Right-hand side gets another wound. I got wound KOing abilities on both sides, so that's not terrible. But what is terrible is that Klaw, his Sonic Frequency is covert, so I'm going to put this here. Again, thanks to GW Gumby for these cool little class tokens. And yeah, he's at 22. He's quadruple empowered, so that's 10, 14, 18, 22 right now. And I don't have dice that do that, so what I'm going to have to do is switch to the counter dice. It's not like I'm going to hit him anytime soon. So this will change. 2, 2. I'm using the red ones for other stuff. 22 attack Klaw. But my goal is to either wait for him to get rid of the Carnage card or recruit these. I'm going to do both. So I got 3 recruit. Because I can just KO one with the other, I will recruit Energy Drain. I left my D22 at home, even though I'm at home. Okay, and alright, so guess what? He's only at 18 now, which I can put on a D20. How exciting. And we got nighttime as the right time, which would have been great for yesterday's stream where I was streaming after 8 p.m. But I'm going to probably KO Deadpool if I have the opportunity. Not really building a tech thing here on either side. So I got 2 attack. And then Gruesome Feast is 5 attack. For the top card of your deck, you may KO it if excessive violence. But I'm not going to be able to use that. But I can fight a Circus for 5. Which might let me KO something on top of my deck anyway. So, yep, double revenge. Let's fight the one in the bank. Without playing, with playing Carnage. I need it for the 5. And then top card of my deck. That wound cost 0. Goodbye. That was nice. So defeated. And now revenge is 3 on the left, 2 on the right for the Circus. Okay. We're getting somewhere. So with Epic Klaw, it's less about trying to get up to his quadruple empowerment, and it's more about changing the HQ. You can get up to his empowerment if you're able to get there, but probably easier to change things in the HQ. But I need a lot of recruit to do that, and I don't really have a lot of that, so maybe I am going for the attack. I got some recruit. That's 2, 4, 6. I can get copy powers. Get that covert out of there. We'll see how long he keeps the covert color, though. Turn 16. Why does this die here? Turn 16 is Tetu, who is going to ambush. Put a hero from the HQ that is not empowering any enemies of Wakanda on the bottom of the hero deck. Okay. Now, what I could do here is I could tuck a copy powers and weaken Epic Klaw. But I don't think I'm still any close to fighting him, and I'm pretty sure he's going to change. his empowerment. So I'm going to tuck nighttime as the right time just because I don't want it. And we'll keep the 2 copy powers out there. And cool, another carnivore, a better card for me. He's empowered by ranged. But let's adjust the revenge. So 5 is accurate for the Circus over here. I got 2 enemies of Wakanda. So Tetu's at 6 attack with just the empowerment. Not the empowerment, the revenge. Yeah, so you guys are going to really have to track, like I'm doing, your empowerment combined with your revenge. Because unless you're actually using physical dice like I am, I can imagine it being very difficult to keep track of both of those things at a time. Some of you are really good at it, so you don't need to do that. I'm not as good as keeping track of things when I'm doing all this, so the dice really help me out. All right, let's do the wound thing. I got 4.5 attack. Hail this wound from my discard pile. I'm at 5.5 attack. So if I play It'll Grow Back, I can get enough to hit Tetu, and he'll tuck somebody else. I got 2 recruits. Or I can just fight the Circus. Left side already has 3 Circuses. I should probably just fight the Circus instead of just gaining an extra wound right now. So we'll fight the Circus for 5, so we split up the Circuses 3 and 3 and get the KO. I don't know what this card is on the top of my deck, but I've got 2 Deadpools here. Luke, Deadpool, Yo-Yo, and Skids. Is that all I've recruited? I'm thinking that's all I recruited, so the 1 card must be a gray. So let's take that, spend the 5, and maybe get a KO out of this. And yeah, I was right. I'll need those officers, though. So I have split it up perfectly. That is 3 Circus of Crime on either side for revenge. There we go. And I won't play It'll Grow Back. I will take my 2 recruit, get myself a friendly sidekick, and it's going to be... Oh, let me guess. I never guess what the sidekick's going to be. I'm going to say Prodigy. Hey, I was right. How did I do that? I had absolutely no idea. I'm lucky today. That's amazing. That was a shot in the dark. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again because I might fail the second time, and I'm gonna ride this high of being lucky. Not going 2 for 2. You can't make me. Incredible. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn 17 is another twist. Okay, so once again, do I have any Mercs for money over here this time? I do, but I've also got Skids. Let's do the Skids thing again. Left side gains the wound. Discarding Skids to cancel that wound. Left side draws a soldier and another It'll Grow Back. This scheme is not hurting me at all when it comes to that part of it. The revenge is a bit annoying. Speaking of revenge, no extra buff for Tetu here. No enemies of Wakanda. So left side should probably take out Tetu so I even out the enemies of Wakanda revenge. But I can't do it this turn. So we got the bridge whenever. We can move a villain, but I can't. This isn't the new Blade card with a motorcycle. I can't move Tetu all the way to the bridge. I can move him over to the bank. Just for fun, I'll do it. He's probably going to end up there anyway. And then that gives me 3, 4, 5, 6 recruits. So let's pick up one of these copy powers. Great card. Weakening Klaw. And then there's another nighttime is the right time. Down to 14 attack. That's it for you. But again, probably before I hit him, he's going to change colors. I think Klaw is the tougher of the 2 masterminds between Killmonger and Klaw from Black Panther. But Epic Klaw is ridiculous, so it's fun to fight him right now. I'm doing okay. Turn 18 is Nightshade, another enemies of Wakanda. So she's empowered by tech. At fight, you get +1 recruit for each tech hero in the HQ. So this nighttime is the right time. Not only is a card I don't want, but it's empowering her. She gets 1 for empowerment. That's 4. And then enemies of Wakanda is at 2, so she's at 6. And then Tetu is back up to 6 as well. But I do have enough attack, so I am unfortunately lopsiding my enemies of Wakanda, which means left side should have an easier time taking them out. So let's do the 2 It'll Grow Backs. So combined, they'll give me first 2.5 attack, and I gain a wound. Here it is. I'll leave it here for a moment. It's in my discard pile. I'll play the other It'll Grow Back. That's 2, 4.5 attack up to 5. I will KO the wound with the second one. And that's their little self-contained combo to put me up to 6 attack. And I'm at 9. 7, 8, 9. Ooh. 1 away from hitting base Klaw. I got 2 recruit as well. So if I fight Nightshade, she'll give me 1 recruit, and I can recruit Nighttime as the right time. But I don't really want it. So I think there's another Tattoo coming in. I can just tuck that one. But I can fight Tattoo and then tuck it. He'll do the same thing. But no, I can't do that because... Okay, so Deadpool's empowering Nightshade. He cares about cards that are empowering any enemies of Wakanda. So even if I fight Tattoo, I can't tuck Deadpool because he's empowering. So I might just fight Nightshade first and stick around and do that after. So let's fight Nightshade. Kind of waste the bonus. And 3. I get 1 recruit for the 1 tech in the HQ. She is going to be the 3rd enemies of Wakanda I have defeated. So that increases the empowerment to 3. By the way, I recommend you actually, if you want to try this method, if you have enough dice, this is really helping me. I'm surprised at how much it's helping me to actually look and see for each player. Separate out the victory piles like that, put dice on them. I recommend it. It's really working. I won't take Nighttime as the right time. I don't take another officer. I'm going to take a sidekick. If I can actually grab a sidekick, and it's a Rock Slide. I don't think I would have guessed that one right, so I'm glad I didn't do that. So Shattering is going to be useful with all these buffs. 4, 5, 6. Okay. And let's move over. Turn 19 is another Tattoo. All right. I'm glad I did what I did because once he ambushes, now I can tuck Deadpool. Put a hero from the HQ that's not empowering enemies of Wakanda on the bottom of the hero deck. So let me just double check I can't get 10 attack this turn. Otherwise, I use copy powers. You've done that way before. I've never done it that way before. So my first time, and it's great. I just kept checking the victory piles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to get 10 attack. So I will tuck Nighttime as the right time. I would do the same with Blood Frenzy, but I was using like the Ghost Racer, so I couldn't. And Blood Frenzy is trickier because you can just have 1 die for all the count. I guess you could do a count for each player with 1, 2, 3, 4. That's next turn. You're ahead of me. I'm taking this turn. Okay. So let's put him back in. Replace. And no buffs for these ones. No range came in. Luckily, there's not a lot of range in this setup. Okay, I am going to Gruesome Feast to Energy Drain to KO the wound. So once again, Gruesome Feast, 3 attack, top card of my deck with Excessive Violence, so I'm not doing that right now. Energy Drain to get rid of the wound. 2 recruit, you may KO a card from hand or discard pile. I will KO the wound. That gives you 1 extra recruit. And then 4, 5 attack. I can do an Excessive Violence, look at that. I got 4 recruit. All right. Yes, let's do an Excessive Violence. Let's fight Tattoo for 5 attack. The answer is nobody knows about any reprints. And nobody will know until you officially hear from Upper Deck. So it's probably of everybody's best interest to never ask again because nobody's going to know. Trust, when they have reprints, everybody will know. There's no way that not everybody's going to know when reprints come back in. I'll do my part. I'll tag people in the Discord, but you'll know. Just trust me. Okay. Taking him out for 5 attack. Same effect. I have to tuck somebody. These are all great cards, though. I have 2 energy drains. I'll tuck the energy drain, plus his empowering Klaw. When I fight him. Okay. But believe me, I would love reprints just as much as you would. Just so people can get them and play more expansions. That's my first Enemies of Wakanda. I'm going to move the escape pile over and just do it this way. I should probably make it symmetrical. So let's do this. Enemies of Wakanda, that's 1. Yeah, I'm sorry about your water damage, but at least World War Hulk's still in print, so good thing it wasn't an out-of-print expansion that happened too. That would have been a lot worse. Yeah, Civil War is a good one. I'm not. I paused right there. Don't worry. I appreciate the reminder. So I did everything in order. 1 revenge. And now that I did, now excessive violence happens. So let's show you again. Top part of my deck is a new recruits. I'm not going to KO it. They're just going to go away anyway. So Carnage is not eating the recruits this turn. All right, let's adjust attack. So Klaw is actually at 18 because there's 2 coverts. Let's just keep that accurate. And then I have 1 enemies of Wakanda, so Tattoo's at 5 now. But I've got 4 recruit left. Let me look at Carnivore. I haven't looked at it this game yet. So Carnivore is cool. Digest 4, draw 2 cards. Indigestion, you get +2 recruit. So Digest 4 means I have to have 4 cards in my victory pile. And you can actually see left-hand side's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in the victory pile. So the Digest is going to work, and that's really good. So I want more Borrowed Brawn, but I love the card draw a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up Carnivore for 4. That can trigger Borrowed Brawn after it's drawn or before it's drawn. And there's Running Commentary. That's more for the right-hand side to give me some half attack. Or for the left with the covert. Either way. But now Claw's back up to 22. So we'll see what happens at the start of next turn. If it's a Master Strike, I don't have to worry about it. All right. There is... Okay, I got the rare... Ooh, how much attack is this? I want to just see. That's 5, 9, 10 in a card draw. So for some reason, he gets empowered by a color that's not there in the next 2 turns. I can hit him. Or if I recruit things out of there. All right, turn 20 is going to be a twist, not a strike. I almost said strike. Okay, so I've got 1 Deadpool on the left, on the right. Oh, I have 1 on each side this time. I get to choose who gets the wound. Cool. Whoever reveals... Actually... Okay. This is interesting. I'll read this again. Each player reveals their hand. Whoever reveals the fewest Mercs for Money cards or tied for fewest gains the wound. So they're both going to get a wound. Yeah. So nothing I can do about that. And this is, it's funny because this uses the word reveal because it's supposed to be like show the other player for sure. But unlike most reveals, this reveal, I don't think you can choose not to reveal because it says reveal instead of you may reveal. So both sides get, both sides get wounds because it's the same number of cards. It's not choose one. So right hand side gets a standard. Left hand side gets another Grievous wound. Wow. At least I have enough KO power to take care of those. And that was twist number 5 out of 6. Only 1 more time do we have to deal with that. And then, okay, back to what Avatar said before. You can copy Yo-Yo with Prodigy and keep him in the deck. Yes. You can. And I'll go over that right now. It's kind of funny. So, again, Yo-Yo's got 2 recruit and then shield. You may send this hero undercover or put on top of your deck. Well, hold on, let me read this. Could you... No, hold on. Maybe not. Okay, back to this game. Could you choose to reveal 0, take the wound if you had one? No, because it says each player reveals their hand, whoever reveals a few. So this is a you must reveal. It's not a you may reveal. So you do not have a choice to reveal. Otherwise, yes. Let me go over the sidekick thing. So Prodigy says, play this card as a copy of another hero. You play this turn that costs 6 or less. This card is both tech and the hero class you copy. Then put this on the bottom of the sidekick stack. So this is back to the turn order thing, so I don't think you can do that. Because what will happen is you play Prodigy as a copy of Yo-Yo. And then once you play the copy of Yo-Yo, it says you may put on top of your deck. If you do so, then the second effect of Prodigy activates where it says put this on the bottom of the sidekick stack. And he'll go from the top of the deck to the sidekick stack. So you can't do that. And we're not going to talk about it any further because we've already hashed that out. Okay, Deadpool. 2 attack. Have the wound, so let's go ahead and KO the wound. Get 1 more attack. And moving forward. And 2 recruit. It doesn't matter if you can read it, it's that it was played, so it's in the little stack there. Alright, so Yo-Yo again. Here we go. You may send this hero undercover, put on top of your deck. I'm going to put her on top of the deck. I need to recruit some more things. So she's going to the top of the deck. Let me adjust the attacks here. Claw is crazy. He's at 22 again. 22. 1, 2. And Tetu is more than 5. He's at 7. So there is a way I could fight him, right? There's not. Actually, no, there is. So I'm actually at 4.5 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I played Prodigy as a copy of It'll Grow Back, I would get 2.5 attack and I could hit Tetu. I could tuck another villain. Or tuck another hero. And again, I'm going to do it. I like Prodigy, but I'm going to use him right now. I'm going to play Prodigy as a copy of It'll Grow Back Deadpool. No wounds in the discard pile anymore. And let's play the copy of it. So that's 2.5 more attack, up to 7. And I gain a wound, because I don't have one. And then Prodigy goes to the bottom of the sidekick stack. Well, yeah, that would be cool if it worked. Let's take out Tetu for 7. He's going to tuck any hero, because there's nobody getting empowered. I don't think I want to tuck running commentary, but I haven't looked at it yet this game. 3.5 attack, get plus 1.5 attack for each other card with flavor text you played this turn. Actually, I don't have a lot of flavor text on the right-hand side, even though I got It'll Grow Back. I think Luke, does Luke have flavor text? He's in my deck, isn't he? Rockslide has flavor text, but he's going to go away soon. It's 3.5 attack, though, by itself. I think Nerkkod is going to go away, because that's the really hard one to defeat things in the bridge, so... Klaw, what's funny about Klaw is he's not an enemy of Wakanda, right? So I can tuck a covert. So we're going to tuck the Undersea Legions. He's technically an enemy of Wakanda, but he's not from the Enemies of Wakanda villain group. Okay, there's Take a Bullet for the team. That's what I wanted for the wounds. And taking out Tetu. That is going to be my 4th Enemies of Wakanda over here. And cool. Okay. These are gloss sleeves. For my purposes, for streaming, I like them a lot better because... Do I have any matte sleeves around? I don't. They do not look as good on the stream. The harder thing about... you're not talking about streaming, Montax, but I'm just going off on a tangent. Lighting is really hard because you can see if I turn it the wrong way, there's like a glare, you know? But if you can orient the lighting in the right way... but for personal play... I'm not really bothered by glare in the first place, so I think I still do like the gloss sleeves. All the matte sleeves do is, you know, refract the light a little bit differently, but then the cards don't look as good. So I prefer gloss sleeves. These get a little sticky too. They get more, I think they're easier to clean. They get to a point where they're a bit scratchy, but they don't go farther than that. So to make that real short, which I should have done in the first place, gloss sleeves. 18. That's just me. And do I want to take a bullet for the team? Yeah, although left-hand side can use this too when the right-hand side gets wounds. This is just like Skids. Actually, this came before Skids. But I think Carnivore might be better to take over here because just a general draw 2 cards card is good. I mean, these ones don't slide either once they're got some use. My cards only slide when they're brand new. When the sleeves are brand new, and then they no longer slide. But yeah, matte is going to be more resistant to sliding because it's already... you know, already a bit rough. I'm going to take Carnivore here, because I'll get the draw 2 cards. And I could use that on both sides. Okay, another Carnivore. Like, these cards I have right now don't slide because I've used them so much. My Midnight Suns cards yesterday were doing a bit of sliding, but that will change very soon. I like the decks I'm building. I had a pretty fortunate HQ. And with the frequency we're seeing Master Strikes, we're going to see a lot of back-to-back ones, and he's going to keep changing colors, which could be hard to predict. Hey, Skid's on top, so I don't forget. Okay, here's my good turn. All right, yeah, I couldn't... We'll see. Master Strike, Master Strike. Nope, Circus. Circus get Revenge 3. So they're at 6. Okay. Deadpool Rage, 5 attack. Take another turn after this one, but don't use this ability more than once per game. Trilogies are stupid. Except for Guardians of the Galaxy, because that was an amazing trilogy. But this Deadpool has not seen that yet. Okay, Borrowed Brawn does activate off a Deadpool Rage. Up to 9 attack. Let's see what the new recruits give me. That's one more attack and one card draw, and it's a wound. But at least I almost could KO it, but I can't. So all I can do here is a hit a Circus. I do have 4 recruit. Actually, man, yeah, I can't get close. 4 recruit. This... Okay, here's the thing. If I fight the Circus now, it's going to force a reshuffle, and these 3 won't end up in the reshuffle. And I'd really like to avoid that. So instead of fighting the Circus, I'm actually going to use the healing ability on Blunt Force Trauma, which I never use. You may spend 5 attack if you do KO this wound. I'm going to do that for once. City's fine. I'm going to spend it, get rid of the wound, and now I have 4 recruit. I can recruit because this wasn't a regular healing. Let's take another Borrowed Brawn. I have enough strike now to make it worthwhile. And now everything's going into the reshuffle, so we're good. It's a kind of a privilege in this game when you're able to do the Grievous Wound special healing ability for the most part. Oops. Claw's slipping a little bit. You know what? I should just have this covert facing the right way. All right. This hand should be good, in theory. Or it could be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What I meant was the next hand after this is going to be really good. Turn 22. Another Circus. I didn't think there were that many more, but here they are. And 6 attack for this Circus, too. Both sides. Universally, 6 attack. If there was a rare, I might actually spend Skids this turn. Let's just play what I've got. That's 1 of each attack and recruit for starters, followed by 2 more recruit. This time, I'm going to not do anything with Yo-Yo. I'll leave her where she is. I'm gonna hold off on playing Skids. I'll play Sweet Christmas for 4 attack. She's been super useful. I want to save her for at least the next twist, just in case. Pull the Tides I can get, but I don't really want that card. So I'm gonna just get a sidekick and call it a turn. Standard sidekick. I could have healed the wound, but I want to use it for Deadpool purposes. Now it's in my discard pile. But where's Deadpool? He's not here. Man, I got these almost starter hands here. I got more recruit than a starter hand here. Turn 23 is Jakara, who's coming in. And unfortunately for me, he's empowered by Strength. There are 3 Strength heroes in the HQ. So not only does he get +3 attack for being empowered by Strength, because he's at 7, but I already have a Tetu defeated up here. Right there. So he's actually at 8 after the Revenge. And I can't fight anything. I gotta still watch these escapes. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. I'm gonna get, instead of running commentary, another copy powers. Because these are gonna really work for me. But I gotta start KOing some things. Thank you for... Who did that? I can't even tell. My activity... Oh, there's Montax. Thank you, Montax, for the water. Okay. So, let's adjust the attack of Klaw. He's only at 14 now. Which is not out of the question. But that's going to change. And that's where my turn ends. I gotta do some serious KOing over here. And I can start now. As long as I stop getting wounds, I have to keep prioritizing KOing the wounds, which means I can't thin my deck from the grays. But I only have 1 more Scheme Twist left that I might be able to avoid, and then I can not worry about those anymore, at least from the scheme. But I am running out of cards in the villain deck, so that's a little worrisome. Okay, Squirrel Girl comes in. I totally forgot about the Great Lakes Avengers. They've been absent. Okay, you can't fight Squirrel Girl if you played more than 1 card this turn. Escape Fortify the Sidekick stack. While it's fortified, sidekicks can't be recruited or gained. Says nothing about new recruits, though. Gaining them, that is. If Squirrel Girl escapes and she fortifies, it does not count against your villains in the escape pile at the end of the game. And it also does not count for the scheme, because that also counts villains currently in the escape pile. But I'm still probably not going to let her escape. And she is at 5, actually. Yeah, she's rough. But if she escapes, it's not the worst thing. She still has Revenge in the sidekick stack, though, so I still rather her not get there. Yeah, Fortify and Revenge is a rough combo. But at least it's... What's the other group? What's the one with She-Hulk in it? I have to play one card that gives me 5 attack. And I don't think I have that yet. Even Deadpool's Rare is... Well, Deadpool's Rare is 5, right? So if I played Deadpool's Rare, that would do it. Or is it 4? I don't have it. It's not in my deck right now. I completely forget how much attack it is. But I also have Rock Slide. But I can't play Rock Slide and then fight her because that's the one card. But we're just going to ignore her for a little bit. It is 5. So Deadpool will work for now. So my strategy here is that. Superhuman Registration would be a worse one to get with this scheme. So I got to be careful. As long as I don't fight any more Great Lakes Avengers on the left-hand side, I can wait till Deadpool's out and then hit Squirrel Girl. Okay. So I already got 2. I think I might want to shatter a Circus, though. Because I got to shatter something. I already pressed the button earlier by accident. So let's do that. Let's play Rock Slide to shatter this Circus of Crime and the rooftops right now. So they're down to normal, and I'll hit them for 3. Okay. Fight, reveal the top card of your deck. I'm on the right-hand side, that's right. Right-hand side, top part of my deck is It'll Grow Back. So I draw it. That is my 4th Circus of Crime. So that means this one's a 7 attack. I feel like I'm fighting the Brood right now. Okay. It'll Grow Back. I already spent that. I'll play It'll Grow Back just to get rid of the wound that I have. That puts me up to... Well, let me KO the wound. So that's a 3.5 attack. And then 2 more recruit. I'll get a sidekick before Squirrel Girl stops me from doing that. Another standard one. I can have a pretty big hand if I get all those sidekicks at the same time. Alright, Carnage is going to help me draw stuff. Carnage can draw into sidekicks, which can draw into sidekicks. So we'll see just how much attack I can get here. I don't think I'm in the you can get 14 attack territory yet. I really wish that Carnage is... If I had done the things in different order, I would have probably had Carnage as rare by now. And things would be going very differently. Okay, I got lots of card draw. Fun game so far. Turn 25 is... There's another Master Strike. So if it's not Strength, he'll be down to 10. Doesn't mean I can fight him this turn. Let's see what happens. You won the Taskmaster's Alien Brood encounter. Anything else you can tell us about that game? That sounds terrifying. Here we go. Top card of the hero deck next to Claw is a Sonic Frequency. Put any previous frequency in each card from the HQ that does not share color with a new frequency on the bottom of the hero deck. So that could change the entire HQ, but we'll see. So new frequency is Instinct. So refreshing the whole thing, which is I'm not mad at. So let's tuck. Feast or Famine. And all 5 of these go. Oh, Gamora and Domino would help, yeah. I could see that being a good thing. So the new frequency I'll change. All 5 of these go. Let's see how many Instinct cards we get. Here we are. That's 1 Instinct. That's a Covert. That's a Strength. That's an Instinct. And that's a Strength. All right, so he got double, quadruple. So I need my little Instinct token. That's a Strength token. There we are. Instinct empowered. He's at 18. Okay. And, yes, now we gain the wounds after that. Let me read the whole thing just to make sure I'm getting the order correct. Yes, so I wasn't there yet. I was right. Okay. Yep, then each player gains a wound. Yep. I was worried I missed it from before because your message came in so fast. Yes. Do I have skids out? I don't. It's Grievous in the right hand this time. I can handle it. Okay, let's see what I can do. Fatal Blow, by the way, is the one that I can KO a hero that costs 1 or more from my hand or discard pile to KO this wound. But I've also got... I can do an Energy Drain, copy Energy Drain. That will give me 5 recruit, and I can KO the wound that way, which will give me 2, 4, 5 recruit, 6, 7, 8, 9 recruit. And I can do a lot of recruiting. Pull the Tides will also move somebody. But I don't really see any moving I really have to do. Let me double check everything else. So Jakara is actually at 5, 6, 7 this turn. I'm not going to fight anything this turn. And Circus is at 6 this turn. Squirrel Girl is at also 5. Oh, wait. I gave Squirrel Girl the 5 empowered on the right-hand side, but she had on the left-hand side. So last turn that was incorrect. Now it's correct. That is true, but I don't know if I'm going to be hitting Klaw anytime soon anyway. Next turn, maybe. Right-hand side can recruit the Instinct, though, and right-hand side actually wants the Instinct. Although I only have 1 recruit, so maybe not. What do I really want to take before I start? Yeah, there's not a lot of flavor text for running commentary. But again, it is 3.5 attack. And it's a covert. And if I copy powers it, that's 7 attack. And I do get 1/2 attack for the other one that I played. Rending Claws isn't terrible either to take over here. So if I did want to get an Instinct out of here. Excessive Violence draw card's pretty good, but it's with this Revenge, again, it's hard to do Excessive Violence. Let me just start playing out what I've got. So Energy Drain for 2 recruit. I will copy Energy Drain for 2 more recruit, and I will use the effect to KO this card from my hand to get a 5th recruit. I'm going to take Running Commentary. And, alright, Uncovered Gruesome Feast, which I want. And that leaves me with 4 recruit. And yeah, I'll take Rending Claws. It's decent over here. Ooh, steal abilities. Look at Rogue's Rare. Now Klaw can't steal this one, so we got a stealing. For attack, each player discards the top card of their deck. Play a copy of those cards. With all this deck fitting, that could be pretty good. Alright. Awesome. Are you telling me to move to the bridge in anticipation of using Nerkkod's other card later? I guess I could do that. But they're probably going to be sitting there for quite a while. No harm in it. Let's turn Klaw back down to 14. And move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's good. That's 3. That's 4, 8, 11, 12. And then I get to draw 2 cards. So there's a chance this is a hit the Mastermind turn. We'll see how things play out. Anything could happen. Turn 26 is Flatman. Flatman shows up. Sai is changing Covert Fight, KO a card from your discard pile. So everybody needs their attack buffs. So, no Great Lakes on the right-hand side, so no empowerment over here. I don't know why I used the red die anyway. So Jakara, by the way, is at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attack. Man, he's expensive to fight right now. There's the empowerment and the revenge. Nothing for Squirrel Girl or Flatman. So we'll leave those dice up there. Is there a 3rd strength? Oh, yeah, Rogue. Thank you. I always miss the rare hero classes. I just look right at the border instead of the icon, which is not a great way to do it. Not like I was going to fight him, but it's good to be accurate. And then the Circus is 7. All right, let's see how much of stuff I can get, starting with this sidekick. No, I have a wound right now, so let's play one of the Deadpools first. 2.5 attack. I will get rid of this Blinding Flash. So you get 1 more attack. I'm at 3.5. Let's sidekick. Drawing 1, 2. All right, let's see if Carnivore's a little bit luckier. Digest 4, draw 2 cards. 1, 2. I got skids. Should I don't know. I got a soldier 4. I can use skids. It's okay. I'm waiting. I can just take her out with Deadpool at one time, so I want to use this for other things. I could use skids to cancel Deadpool here, or cancel the wound and draw more cards, because she's gonna get discarded at the end of this anyway. Let's do it. Let's go 5, 6.5 up to 7. I gain a wound. I'll cancel it with skids to draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. All right, more. So my graves, I've got 8. I might be able to hit the Mastermind if I can recruit It'll Grow Back and replace with Not Instinct. We'll see. So up to 10.5, and I get a wound. Yeah, wound. Okay, moment of truth here. If I can spend my 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit, and It'll Grow Back is not replaced with an instinct card, I can hit Epic Klaw. So let's see. Let's go ahead and recruit It'll Grow Back. Hope for no instinct. And it's a covert. That's what I wanted. So Epic Klaw goes back down to 10, and we're going to hit him. All right. First tactic is going to be Ultrasonic Boom. Fight. Put the top card of the hero deck next to Klaw as a sonic frequency. Each other player must discard a card that shares a color with it. Put any previous frequency on the bottom of the hero deck. So top card of the hero deck is a covert. I'm going to have to discard on the left. So he's going to get buffed up a little bit. That's okay. I hit him. I needed to hit him. So each of the player discards a covert card. So left-hand side's got the 1 Carnage, unfortunately. But all those strength cards will still work. And I get to draw more cards. So that was going to be hitting the Mastermind, but I got one now. And, alright, that's good. This tactic is blown up. I get a tactic. That can go in the actual victory pile. And let's put the covert icon back on Epic Klaw. And he is going to be up to 4, 8 additional. So 18. Alright. And that's it. Just got to hit him 4 more times. That's all. And 6. I hope so. The villain deck's getting kind of thin. Turn 27 is another twist. That's the last one. I already got rid of skids. So we're just going to get some wounds. Once again, each player reveals their hand. Whoever reveals the fewest mercs for money cards. Oh, unfortunately, we're tied for fewest, right? Hensai didn't get any. So everybody gets a wound. Last time that'll happen, though. Double standard wound. No more scheme twists. We're done. Done with those. All right, let's see how much attack I can get. But first, adjustment time. 6 attack for the Circus. Chikara is at 4, 5, 6, 7 still. 8 with the empowerment, with the revenge. Squirrel Girl is at 5. Attack with the revenge over here. And Flatman is at +2. He's at 7 with the size changing. But I don't have the covert anymore. I think that's where everybody is supposed to be. Okay, let's start with Carnivore to activate both Borrowed Bronze and to draw 2 cards. I have only 2 cards left in the deck. 1, 2. All right. Now, I already played a card, so I can't use it for Squirrel Girl, but that's okay. Both Borrowed Bronze give me 4 attack, so that's 8 attack. And we got Undersea Legions with the Whenever effect, the 10. We got Deadpool Rage, which is going to be 15. 16. So unfortunately, if there was 1 fewer covert, I'd be able to hit Klaw, but I can't. So let's clear the city a bit. I can do the Circus of Crime to draw more cards, but if I do that again, none of these are going to end up in the reshuffle. And my discard pile is ripe for the Whenever effect on the bridge. So I should probably fight. If I do fight the Circus, I'll get to KO. Oh, actually, no, because what happens first? The fight effect happens first, which means it's going to reshuffle my deck, which means I will no longer have a wound to KO my discard pile. But I can KO an agent that way. I can't fight Squirrel Girl. I can go 8. And by the way, I did play a covert, so Flatman is actually down to 5 again. So that's 8, 13. I can go Jakara and Flatman, and I get to KO a card from my discard pile and one of my heroes. Yeah, let's do that. So, turning down to 8. We'll take out Jakara. Fight, KO one of your heroes. That's going to go in the tattoo, on top of tattoo there. Enemies of Wakanda 2. And I will KO the shield agent. We'll follow it up by fighting Flatman for 5. And KO a card from your discard pile. Do I have any Grievous Wounds? I'll get rid of those first priority. No, so just this standard wound will get KO'd. If I had been able to not get the wounds and KO those graves, I'd be in a much better shape right now. But beggars can't be choosers. I got 3 attack on Big Bertha, or 3 attack on Big Bertha. I got 3 Great Lakes Avengers. So what's the spread right now? 3 and 4, 2 and 4, and 3 and nothing. I'm left with nothing else to do, so that's it. At least there's no cards that play other cards. Oh, I guess, do I want to activate Deadpool's excessive violence there and take another turn after this one? Or do I not want to do that? Oh, I can't do it. I already used it once this game. I already used it, right? I can't remember if I used it or not. I don't know if I did. Even if I didn't, I don't think I want to do it. I want to keep things moving both sides. So, I'm just probably not going to use it if I didn't already use it. I did not yet, okay. I don't want to. Well, maybe. Do I? Before I reveal my shuffle, let me figure that out then. Left-hand side's probably got more potential. So maybe I should take the extra turn. Yeah. I'll take the extra turn. That's a little bit more deck thinning for me. Alright, so I'll decide to do that. I'm down to 2 after fighting one of those things. Alright, I don't know what my deck, my new hand is, so we'll see if that was smart or not. So we'll stay on the left-hand side. Oh, I should have been able to figure that out just by looking at the turn count. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Here we go. I'll stay to this side. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that might have been a good decision. And I'll just increase the turn counter by 1, because now it's turn 28 on the left-hand side. Okay. Villain deck is another Squirrel Girl with Revenge. What's worse than one Squirrel Girl with Revenge? So I can fight one this turn, but let me play everything out in theory, so I want to see if I can fight Klaw instead. If not, I'll probably hit Squirrel Girl. So that's going to be 5 attack. That's going to be 9 attack. If I play this as a copy of Borrowed Brawn, 13 attack. And I'll have a total of 2, 4, 6 recruit. And I can take this Gruesome Feast. So I'll be 1 short attack, even if this doesn't turn out to be what I need. Oh, so yeah, I think I'll be 1 short. Let me just double check again. That's gonna be 5, 9, 13. Yeah, 13 is not going to be enough, even if I recruit one of these. Oh. For some reason, I had Prodigy's rules in my mind. Of course I'm going to copy the rare. I'm like, no, I can't do that. It doesn't cost 6 or more. It took me so long to get Prodigy's rules drilled into my head that I forgot how good copy powers are. Yeah, let's do that. That's a much better idea. 5, 10... 14. But then I still have to make sure I have to be lucky and this Carnage has to be replaced by a non-covert. But it's worth a shot. Hey, question. What if I copy Deadpool Rage and I did both the excessive violences at the same time? When it says, I'm just doing a theory because I'm not going to be able to do it. It says, don't use this ability more than once this game. Does that mean this ability per this card, or it's the ability on any card? So, if I had a second Deadpool Rage, could I also do it? I think the answer is no, but just had a thought. All right, let's take the chance. let's start by recruiting. No, I want to copy power so I can do a KO. But I don't have anything to KO, really. I don't have a discard pile. So, never mind. Let's go Deadpool Rage for 5 attack. I'll do Borrowed Brawn right now, because that'll activate up to 9 attack. Yeah, I'm probably going to ignore them. They'll just hang out and do squirrel things. Copy power is the rare that I was reminded I can do. Thank you very much. 14. And now we'll recruit. I'll go 2, 4, 6. I have to play everything. I won't KO anything with Rogue. That's 2, 4, 6. I won't move anybody either. So let's see. I'm going to take Gruesome Feast. Let's see what happens. Give me a not covert. It's a strength. Awesome. So Klaw goes down to 14, which is just enough to hit him again. I would say no unless it said this card's effect to specify either one happened. Yeah, which it wouldn't because it's a rare. Normally you can't do that, but I think that's I'm being. It would be Weasley if you did. I think it's a no. It's an ability that can be stretched over multiple cards in theory. Okay, I think I'm not confident, but I think that's how I lean. Here we go. Cohesive Sound Construct. Fight, rescue 4 bystanders. Nice. This tactic enters a city as a villain whose only ability is escape. This card becomes a massive strike that takes effect immediately. The good thing about this tactic is it can't have revenge, and I've been fighting strong things this whole time. Cool. So let's do the bystanders first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Make some room, everybody. First one is a standard. Rescued. Second one is the photographer. That's going to give me extra VP for the one rare that I've got. Maybe I'll get another rare. I don't know. Third one is the triage nurse. When you rescue this bystander, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. KO 1, discard 1, put the other one back. Here we go. It has revenge for itself. It's not... Well, hold on. Does it say villain group or villain on the scheme? I forget what the scheme says. It says villain groups. This villain doesn't have a villain group. Unless you're just being funny. Alright. Okay, top 3 cards of the deck. That's a 1, 2, 3. KO, discard, put back. Alright, KOing the agent. Discarding the trooper. Putting Carnage back. Thank you, triage nurse. And then finally, we've got a standard villains bystander. Okay, into the city you go. As a 8 attack villain. Okay, everything was played. I just moved it over. That was fun. Interesting, we still keep the covert empowerment. So, still at 14. We'll see if I can get steal abilities one of these days. I don't know. This is pretty good. That can be... What is that? 3.5, 6.5, 7, 10, 2 card draws. Maybe. Turn 29. Circus of Crime. Full city, running out of time. I'll try to get that tactic. It's worth a lot of VP. I can fight. I have 6 attack. Let's adjust all the other things. 7. And nothing, and nothing. I can hit a Squirrel Girl this turn, though, with Luke Cage, and I'll probably do that. The Circus of Crime's got 7. So I have to decide. Do I want to play Sweet Christmas now and take out a Squirrel Girl guaranteed? Or do I want to try to build the attack up and take out the tactic? Because I'm probably not going to get enough attack to hit a second thing. I'll have 6 total. 2 card draws. No guarantees in the card draws, though. We'll take out a Squirrel Girl for a guaranteed thing, because now the city's full. 3 attack. No effect. Take out a Squirrel Girl to give me 1 Great Lakes Avengers. I gotta make room with all these dice here. So, there you are on the right-hand side. Let's make a little gap so I know left and right. And that's 1 Great Lakes on the right-hand side now, which means this Squirrel Girl is now 4 attack over here. Not like I can fight her this turn anyway. Okay, let's see if I made a mistake. Let's try the sidekick. I got an operative and a wound. All right, that was the right decision then. I'm at 5 attack. Nope, I'm at no attack. I'm at 2 attack. 3 attack again. And I'm going to have a big attack turn next, so I'm not going to put Yo-Yo on top again. I've got 3 attack and 3 recruit. I think I'm going to take energy drain just to hopefully make the hit on the Mastermind easier next turn. Just to get it out of the way. And hopefully, I mean, there's 3 Master Strikes there. I'm just going to hope they're tucked a little bit. And there's a Rending Claws. All right, so he's down to 10. And we end the turn. There's a lot of it'll grow back, and I got 2 wounds in the discard pile. That's going to be a good turn. All right, let's see what happens here. Villain deck is going to be... Okay, Wretched, who I've never been more happy to see. I'm usually not very happy to see him at all. If he escapes, he turns into a Scheme Twist, which wouldn't really hurt me that much, honestly. I wouldn't mind him becoming a Scheme Twist with this scheme. It's not a timer scheme or anything. He's empowered by Covert. There are none. So, 6, 5, and 6, and nothing, and nothing. All right. Now, if I hit Epic Claw, though, I'm going to have an escape, which is bad for my score and bad for the scheme. So maybe I can hit 2 things. We'll see. Let's start by drawing 2 cards. That'll give me an idea of what I can do. I almost put this away as a sidekick. It's not a sidekick. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, I could play Copy Powers as a copy of Carnivore to draw 2 more cards. If I don't, I can get, again, 3, 7... Oh, that's Flavor Text. Hold on. So I played a Flavor Text card. Nothing else has Flavor Text. So let me read this carefully. You get 1/2 attack for each other card with Flavor Text you played this turn. So that would give me 3.5 plus 1/2 will be 4. And that would give me 5, 6, 7 and a half. Half. So 8 attack, 9 attack, and then 12 attack. So with that, I could fight a Circus and Reverend Achebe, which might draw some more things. I could hit Claw this turn, but then next is a... Now, there are several... So there's 3 Master Strikes and 2 Bystanders. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does have Revenge. I forgot he was in a villain group. Let's put the dice on him. I was so excited that I wasn't going to care about the scheme. Got so much to track. So he's a +2. He's at 8. Even so, what I was about to say is there are officially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards left in the villain deck. 5, yeah, so 5 of the cards of the 9 are not going to push villains. That's 2 Bystanders and 3 Master Strikes. So it's almost a coin flip whether or not I'm going to have an escape if I hit the Mastermind. Those are pretty good odds, plus the fact that I have to keep hitting the Mastermind if I want to try to win this. There's 3 more hits. I'm going to go for it. Cross my fingers and hope that the tactics don't do anything negative in that way. And also, a Bystander or a Master Strike happens. I think it's a pretty safe bet. So let's do the thing. Okay, Running Commentary gives me 3.5 plus 1 more half. 4. I can EV hit him, Excessive Violence hit him, and maybe KO something. Copy Powers, I'll copy Running Commentary. That's going to be 7.5 more attack, plus 1/2 for each Flavored Text card. I'm up to 8.5. 9.5. Or did I miss a half? That's 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 5, 6, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. No, I'm right. Okay. Gruesome Feast, 10, 11, 12. And yeah, I can definitely hit Claw with Excessive Violence to get the KO power. I can't do anything else with the extra attack, so why not? I will hit Epic Claw with Excessive Violence. Let's go ahead and hit him for 11. I'll be down to 1. And there we go. All right, it is Cruelty Provokes Resistance. Set aside all heroes from the HQ that do not share any... Ooh! Awesome. Here's where I get Rogue's Rare. Set aside all heroes from the HQ that do not share any colors with Claw's Sonic Frequency. Gain one of them, put the rest on the bottom of the hero deck, then refill the empty HQ spaces. All right, so these are all set aside. I will gain Steel abilities because, of course, I'm going to gain Steel abilities. And then these go on the bottom. He might be empowered, but he might also change his empowerment soon. His frequency. So, no empowerment. No empowerment. No empowerment. No empowerment. No empowerment. All right. He's still at 10 for now. I just gotta hope that that 50% of the villain deck helps me out. And I got so much good stuff, I don't even want to get a sidekick because I could get one that gets in the way. And yeah, let's KO the top card of my deck for the excess violence before we end the turn. Should I KO this? It does get in the way a little bit of my better cards. Maybe I should KO Feed My Undersea Legions. I think I'm going to KO it. I got so many other better things that I'd rather see. But it is to attack. I know, you know what? I'm drawing enough cards. It is flavor. Yeah, so I'm drawing enough cards. It's flavor text. And it's a covert. Yeah, it's not worth KOing. But I did think about it. And I wouldn't even get a sidekick. Thanks, Iris, for using the emotes. I think people need to use those more. All right. Covert on him. New hand. It's the last 6 cards in my deck. All right. Not a great hand. Let's see what happens. Am I going to get lucky with what I plan to do? Top card of the villain deck is... Nope. That's an escape. That's unfortunate. Okay, so one more escape. Shoot. Okay, top card of the deck is the fight effect, but I got to KO somebody. Nighttime is the right time. Hopefully this doesn't change things. There's a covert. What's going to happen no matter what. So then, yes, that's the escape. That's 2 escapes for me. Hurts my score a bit. It's okay. I'm trying to defeat Klaw at this point. And it's Mr. Immortal. But Mr. Immortal is probably going to go pretty quickly. Thank you, Red John. Because there's a lot of Master Strikes and Bystanders left. So anyway, let's update Klaw's attack and everybody else's attack. Where did I put that D20? Oh, I don't need the D20 yet. Yes, I do. My D12 goes to 12. I've misplaced it. Here's another one. This board is bigger than it looks. So 14 attack on him. And Squirrel Girl is about to escape, which I'm not really getting sidekicks anymore, so I don't really care too much. So she's at 6 actually right now. Oh, this is the right hand. So she's at 4. Right hand at 4. 7 for the Circus. Chebe is, he's at 10. This is a lot. And then Mr. Immortal, not only is he what he is, but he's at 3 attack. So I'll let Squirrel Girl escape. It won't count against me. I don't care too much if I can hit Klaw this turn. But I don't know if I can. I've got 2 wounds in my discard pile, so let's go ahead and start. It'll grow back. 2.5 attack. KO this first wound to get another attack. I'm at 3.5 attack. Second, it'll grow back. I'm up to 5.5 attack, which rounds up to 6. I will KO this other wound. Puts me at 7. Before we play the other, it'll grow back. Let's play Carnivore to draw 2 cards. That's going to give me 1, 2. All right. That's cool. I don't want to use skids because I want to get the wound. Unless, what's better, getting the wound or drawing 2 cards? If I don't use skids, I'll get 8, 9.5, 10, 11, 12, 13 attack. And that's 1 short. Maybe I'll play skids to recruit Undersea Legions to try to hit Klaw. Yeah, I'm going to end up doing that. So, that's my only shot here to try to hit Klaw this turn. Oh, I do have 14? Did I miss the soldier? I may have missed the soldier. Let's just play it out then. 8, 9, 9.5. Get the wound. Oh. That's probably what I did. Probably missed the soldier. So 10, 11, and a half puts me up to 12. Yeah, the soldier's what I missed. And we'll KO the wound for 13. Even better. I don't have to get rid of skids. 13. The soldier. Thank you, soldier. So let's go ahead and hit Klaw. Alright, that's the last tactic. Convert matter to sound. Each other player simultaneously KOs one of their non-gray heroes. Ouch. Put one of those cards with the lowest cost next to Klaw's the new sonic frequency. Put any previous frequency on the bottom of the hero deck. Okay. So let's see. What do I want his frequency to be? I have Borrowed Brawn, Energy Drain. Unfortunately, I got Strength. So definitely not Strength right now. Covert or Instinct. Do I KO Skids? Or I have to KO 2. Of all these to KO, I'm going to want to KO Skids. Left-hand side's just going to KO something. Okay, so Undersea Legion is getting KO'd anyway. Oh, each other player. Okay. So not this player. This player. I'm still going to give him the Covert. So let's get rid of Undersea Legions. Yeah, if I KO the yellow, though, I guess that's not one I really need. I could KO Covert and recruit it, or KO Instinct and recruit it. Not Strength. It'll grow back as a card I want more. But I'm worried there's more Instinct cards in the hero deck than Covert cards right now. But there's going to be more strikes, and that's going to change anyway. So honestly, on the next turn, it might not even matter. So if this just turns into me recruiting it'll grow back, that's worth it. So left-hand side is not going to have a good turn no matter what I do. Alright, let's try it. Let's, Oh, I can't recruit it. I have to, yeah, I can't do it with Skids. I can. So, Undersea Legions goes, replace with this. And we take out Klaw. And now Klaw's at 14 for now. And I guess I'll use up Skids. She served me well. 4 recruit. Getting Skids out of here, and then let's see if he stays empowered or not. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's Nerkkod's rare, which is Instinct. Ooh, Madame Hydra is on there. Each other player reveals their hand. Choose a new recruit or Madame Hydra from each of those players' hands to put them into your deck. I'm doing a lot of growing back, but unfortunately Klaw stays at 14. But that'll change soon. What if I'm super lucky and get one of the very few ranged cards? So if I had given him Covert, he would have been at 10 by now, but I would have had to pick one of the good ones on the left-hand side, but maybe I can pick that up. I don't know. That's the thing. Final blow is all that's left. And there's going to be Master Strikes first, so that color will change. Or has a chance of changing. And here comes a Squirrel Girl Escape, maybe? Okay, there's the Bystander. Mr. Immortal gets the Bystander. We've got just attacks. We got 6. We've got 6. And we've got, whoops. Plus 2, back down to 8. Oh, plus the, he's at 9 actually because of the empowerment. And then Mr. Immortal is at 5. Okay, yeah, not much I can do here. I can't fight Squirrel Girl on the bridge, so I can't do Undersea Legions. And I don't know if I can fight anything. So I got 2, 3, 4 attack total. So yeah, can't fight anything, not even Mr. Immortal. But I can KO cards, so let's play the Legions for 2 attack. There's the 2. Energy Drain, 2 recruit. I will KO this wound from my discard pile. Do I still not have a Grievous? Yep. It's my last wound. About time. 3rd attack, 3rd recruit, a 4th recruit. So if I do a recruit, I want to take Carnivore. Because I'm about to reshuffle. I risk making things worse for me, but we're going to do it because he might change colors anyway, and I have no idea what's going to happen. So we're going to get a Carnivore for 4. And, alright, that's a Covert. It doesn't change anything except for a Chebe next turn. I'm at 4 attack, and can't do anything with that if I play these, but that's it. That's a full reshuffle. I could get a good hand. Remind me what happens when something has to fortify a space and something's already fortifying. Is it that the second fortify can't fortify, goes to the escape pile, or the first fortifying gets KO'd? I would have to look it up because I don't remember. I don't know if it's going to happen. It won't happen. Ignore the new one and go to the escape pile. Okay. I already took out one Squirrel Girl, so I don't have to worry about it, but that might be something important to note in the special rules. Maybe. It's Edge. I don't know. 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, come on! Well, at least that's 4. That's, oh, that's less than I thought it was going to be. That's 5, 6, 7 attack. If I copy it. Running out of time. Turn 33. Here's another Master Strike. Alright, so now it changes. Here we go. Thought I was done getting wounds, but I'm not. Okay, top card of the hero deck is... Oh my gosh, it's arranged. That's amazing. It's not going to stay this way, but it's arranged. So I tuck all the cards because none of them are arranged. So much for that rare, but another range could pop up, though. I can get all the range right now. It's an uncommon, though. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be bad. I got divided cards. He could have gotten Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. All right, so no empowerment with the ranged, and Rending Claws goes to the bottom. All right, all I got to do is get 10 attack. I can't, yeah, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close this turn. And let's put a nice little range token on him to remember this. And now we'll get... You don't have to say it. I'm not there yet. I said it at the beginning. I was going to remember to get the wounds. Just try to give me a little time to get it before you say anything. Because then that confuses me, like I forgot wounds already. Feel free to shout it out way after if I forget, because I do that sometimes, but try to wait until then. All right, 2 attack. Do I bother with this? I guess I can clear something in the city. Oh, let me adjust the attack here once again. Towards the end of the game, this is a lot of maintenance to do. And I want to do it ahead of time, because I will miss. So 7, and then Achebe is empowered by 1, and plus 4, he's at 11. And then Mr. Immortal is plus 1, so he's at 3. Again, if I hit Mr. Immortal, I'll probably succeed. So let's see what happens. So that's 2.5. I have a wound already, the Blinding Flash from before. So I'll play that, KO that now for 3. 4, 5.5. I can hit the Tactic, which is great. So 6, 7.5. I gain the wound. Actually, I'm 8 after the half. I gain the wound. And let's get that Tactic for that VP. Cohesive Sound Construct is mine. So it won't be an extra Master Strike. And I get the Tactic. And again, I won't get a Sidekick. I'm doing okay. Just need 10 attack. Left side is not going to cut it, though. But there's 2 more strikes, so it's probably not going to stay this way for long, unfortunately. I probably missed that opportunity. Turn 34. Yup, there it is. There are 5 cards left. I have a shot. But we'll see, because things are going to get tucked. I could be in trouble with the dual classes here. Here we go. Top card of the hero deck is a Strength. That's not good. So set aside Luke Cage. I only tucked the 2 that don't have any strength on them. That's a lot of empowerment. I'll just have to wait for the next strike. Okay, Tech. Ranged again. Okay, that's going to be helpful to sit there. But, unfortunately, after I tuck this Luke Cage, where's the... Oh, the Cudgel gets tucked. He's going to adjust his attack to 10. 14, 18, 22 again. And that's not good. I just need to hit him one more time. But again, there's going to be one more Master Strike, and that could put things in my favor. All right. Second to last time I'm going to get wounds this way. Okay, so my max attack this turn is, if I copy Borrowed Brawn, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 7. Or do I copy the Officer and get one of these strengths out of here? Just in case. Reckless would have been great for Deadpool. I didn't readjust the attacks again. This takes so long to do. Okay, Achebe gets buffed by, I think I do want to get a green out. I think that's the smartest thing. Hopefully they come up in time. So no empowerment for Achebe. This turn he's at 8. Mr. Immortal is at 5. And that's that. So, I don't need to copy Maria Hill. I can just recruit one of the divided cards, because those are the worst ones to keep there. So let's... And that means I can still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can fight something, and I can fight a circus, and then I can get the green out of there. So I can do both. So let's do both. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I play it all like that, with these little tokens all over the place. A 7 actually in that, but I can't hit anything for 7. I can't hit Squirrel Girl, so let's hit the Circus first. For 6 of the 7. Get another one over here. Top card of my deck. I get to draw a Gruesome Feast. Cool. So get rid of the Circus. Although I probably maybe would have preferred to save that for the other turn. I don't know. I got 4 Circus. Okay. I'll play Gruesome Feast because why not? I can almost try to fight Mr. Immortal, but he's a little too strong. And I got 3 recruit. I kind of wasted that Carnage. Let's take a divided out of here. See what happens. It's another strength card, so it didn't help me at all. I gotta hope for that last strike to help me out. Okay, that's it. 5, 6. Ooh, not a lot of attack here. I get to draw 2 cards, though. If those are both rares, that'll make me very happy, but I don't know. Turn 35 is a paramedic, so Mr. Mortal gets his second bystander. Attack is 4 and 10. There it is, and 3. So, I can't get 22 attack, but I can clear a couple other things out. I should use Sweet Christmas to set up my next hand. That'll be smart. And there's no reason not to do it because I can trigger it off. It'll grow back. So let's do this again. 2.5. KO the webbing. 3.5 attack. Any more wounds here? I have another wound. Cool. Second one. 2.5 more attack. I'm at 6. KO the wound. Now I'm at 7. And Sweet Christmas. I can get rid of a Chebe or something. Up to 10. Top 3 cards of my deck. Okay, so all Carnivore is gonna... Oh, I'm gonna have these in my next hand. I can discard all of these. I'm gonna discard all of them because I have 2 cards left in my deck, and that'll be almost a fresh reshuffle. And I'll be more likely to get It'll Grow Back, so they all get discarded. I'm at 11 attack. Achebe is worth 5 VP. So that would be a good pickup. So we're going to do that. Let's fight him for 10. So he can't escape. He would, but I have... Oh, let me do this first before I forget. 5 attack. But I'm probably going to get Carnage in my hand anyway. I have 2 cards left in my deck, and this is my discard pile. I have more goods. I'd rather have this. I have Yo-Yo. I have Carnivore. And I want to get these in here. See, my recruit value is 3. So I definitely want to... Well, I'll take the divided card. It's a good card anyway, but I'm probably going to change the empowerment in a second. So I will recruit the divided. So, Marcus, I'm gambling on a chance to get more Deadpools in hand by doing this. So, we'll see. We'll see if that pays off for me. Same exact card. I need a Fateful Master Strike. Let's see what the 2 cards in my deck are. Okay, good. And then it'll go back. Let's see if that was a smart move, what I just did. To discard all those cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. It was, I think. That's 5 attack, 6 attack, 9 attack, 12 attack. Actually, 13 if I do the double wound. 14, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get the wound here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. So we'll see what happens. It's a lot of attack, but I gotta reduce Klaw's. Yeah, 14. I gotta reduce Klaw's empowerment. This might do it. This might do it. This might not do it. No, that's Big Bertha. She's not gonna do anything. I don't lose when the villain deck runs out, right? No, so I have that. I can finish that turn out if that happens. So Big Bertha comes in. Everybody changes attack. I'm not even going to worry about adjusting him right now, but well, actually I should, just in case I want to hit Squirrel Girl, but I'm probably not going to. So she's at 6. Mr. Immortal is at 2 plus 3, 5, and Big Bertha is at 10. Not counting size changing. Okay, Squirrel Girl's in the bridge. I can move her around. I can play Carnivore first. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Carnivore first. Let's draw some rares. 1, 2. Not quite, but that's something. Let's draw 2 more cards. Here we go. 1, 2. All right. How much attack is this? That's going to be 5. 9. Not enough, I don't think. 11. See what I can recruit out of the HQ. It might. So 14. And then I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit. I have a chance to do this. Let's see what I can get out of the HQ. We'll start with Energy Drain that activates off of Nerkkod. 2 recruit. I will KO a wound from my discard pile to get 1 more recruit. Yep, checking the whenever effects. I got Pull of the Tide, 2 more recruit. And I got 7 recruit. All right. So I have to get 2 strength out of the HQ right now. And if I do that, by recruiting these 2 cards, if I do that, I can win this game. If any card comes in that strength, I can't win this turn. So let's see what I can do. Starting with the divided card. 3. Down to 4. And it's a range. Awesome. So let's just change this back to 18. All I gotta do is recruit, take a bullet for the team, either one. Replace it with a non-strength, and I can win. Moment of truth. Comes down to the hero deck this time. It is 3, 2, 1. Not just a strength, but a rare strength. So couldn't quite get it. Shoot. That's not going anywhere. Thanks, Luke. Alright, well, I guess I'll hit other things while I can. So Big Bertha's going to be down to 8 thanks to size changing. Ah, that was so close. I can hit Mr. Immortal and Big Bertha. And there are 3 cards left. One's a... No, I got both bystanders, so one's a strike, 2 are probably villains, so he might come back. Yeah, nothing else I can do here. I got really close. Alright, for 8, let's hit Big Bertha. Thought that was going to do it. I'm waiting for Rogue's Rare to show up, though. Okay, fight each player builds a strength hero or gains a wound. I have enough wounds gained here, so I'm going to reveal the strength hero to gain, avoid the wound on both sides. And, gone. Let's try fighting Mr. Immortal. He will KO some stuff. Oh, Shido's over here. I don't know if it's going to matter that much longer, but left-hand side gets another Great Lakes, so 4. And Mr. Immortal is going to cost me 1 extra to fight now. He's actually 6 exactly, so it does matter. So she goes away. What are you doing? So I can't use excessive violence. So I got, if I want to fight him. So we'll spend the exact 6. Or should I not fight him? And should I just use excessive violence with Bertha to set up my next turn? It's 2 VP versus, and actually 4 VP though. That's a lot of VP. if I get to keep them. Or I can set out the top card of my deck with Gruesome Feast. And maybe give me the one card I need. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. So I'm going to go... Because if it's not a grave, it's going to do nothing. So let's just do the fight for 6 attack. Okay, top card of the villain deck. It's a villain. It's Nightshade. So he's coming back into the sewers, but without his bystanders. We got a standard bystander here, and we also have Paramedic. You may KO a wound from your hand or from any player's discard pile. I have one in my discard pile. I'll KO this wound from my discard pile. So many wounds KO'd this game. Glad I had the ability to do that, or they would be stuck with me. And that is it. We got Nightshade coming in next. Unfortunately, if the last card is a Master Strike, all I have is that last turn to try and hit him. But I'm going to still try to get those strengths out of there. Here's my next hand. 3, 4, 5. Alright, I got Steel Abilities, which could work for me. I can copy powers on Steel Abilities. That might be enough, depending on what happens. We'll see. Last card. Alright, so right now, that's pretty good. That's 4, 7, 10, 11 and a half, 15 and a half with just these cards. Then I get to copy powers twice. Or I get to do these Steel Abilities twice with copy powers. So I might win this just at the end. We'll see. That hand could probably win it for me. So Nightshade's going to come in. Empowered by tech. Let's just see what I've got here. Squirrel Girl is going to be 4. So I can't... Yeah, I don't have a wound. Even if I did, I couldn't hit her this turn. Mr. Immortal... I guess I can see what the top of the deck is. Mr. Immortal's at 4. Nightshade is powered by tech, so that's +1. That's 4 total. And then she's at 9. After all the enemies of Wakanda I've got. Very county game. So let's get some attack. Starting with Reckless. 3 attack. And gain a wound. Wound for me. Which I will then KO with. It'll grow back. 5.5. And then that's 6.5. It'll grow back. 7, 8.5 goes up to 9. And I'll get the wound. I'm not going to have that many turns left anyway. 10. 13. From the top 3 cards of your deck. Discard them all or put them back in any order. I mean, yeah, I'll keep this one because the deck is pretty full and I got Carnivore. I can draw 2 cards on its own. Plus, I can try to get something out of the HQ with that. 14 attack. I can fight everything but Squirrel Girl. So let's... if only I could recruit this turn. But I can't. I can't fight the Mastermind. So let's fight Nightshade for 9, which will give me 1 recruit. At 5 left. You get 1 recruit for each tech hero in the HQ. That's 1 recruit. Take her out. Zoom back out. Oh, zoom back in. I was already out. Why did I stay zoomed out? Okay, and 6 enemies of Wakanda. Let's try for Mr. Immortal again. Spending 4. Top card of the villain deck is Flatman. Wow, we're just going right up to the end here. He's going back into the sewers. I'll play that, and then that's it. Okay, let's see if I can win this next turn with the rogue stuff. Okay, this hand's not great, so I really hope I do. Hope the top card of this deck is better. Top 2 cards, actually. Alright, here's the moment of truth. At least I know there's going to be no crazy ambushes. But unfortunately, that means 14. He hasn't gotten married enough time. That's true. Okay, Flatman comes in. There is 1 card left in the villain deck, and we all know what it is. It's a Master Strike. We'll see if I can win this turn. It all depends on what Steel Abilities does. Okay. Gruesome Feast. 3 attack. I don't have any cards to KO for Recruit. I don't want to. How much flavor text? Nobody's got flavor text. So I guess I should just do steal abilities now. Okay. 7. Okay, hey, question before I continue. This says, for each other card with flavor text you play this turn. Does that count copies of cards that had flavor text? I think the answer is yes, because you played a copy of the card with everything, including the flavor text. So, I gotta save this. Cool, copies count. Okay, each player discards the top card of their deck. I think yes, too. All right, here we go. Starting with the left-hand side, I play a copy of Maria Hill, so that's 2 recruit. That didn't help me out. That's 2 recruit. I play a copy of the right-hand side. It's a Hydra Soldier. Well, that wasn't great. Let's play a copy of Steal Abilities. Hopefully it becomes better. All right, up to 12 attack. And 18. That's 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half. I need 2 attack. 2 attack from these 2 discards to make this work. Here we go. It's an agent. This card on the right-hand side has to give me 2 attack or I can't win this turn. It gives me just what I need. All right. I can do it. Oh my gosh, that was close. All right, let's play a copy of It'll Grow Back real quick. That's 13, 14 and a half. I don't have a wound, so I gain a wound. That goes to the discard pile over there. Plus, I get the half rounded up to 17 and a half. That's 18 total. Right there. And I can't hit anything else. So just like that, we're going to go ahead. And oh, I could KO recruit for some more VP. Yeah, let's try to get a little more VP. 19. Oh, I got to KO this. Actually, no, I got discard piles. Let's do an energy drain. Very much. All right. Let's see. Because if I can recruit... I didn't calculate his attacks. Let's just see what happens. I will KO the Spreading Nanovirus to get 1 more recruit. And let's see if I can reduce his attack a bit. We need to take a strength. So we're going to take a bullet for the team. Down to 2. And it's a covert. Cool. So he's going down to 14. 5 left over. So where's everybody at? Squirrel Girl, I can't even fight, so doesn't even matter. Mr. Immortal is at 6. So that won't help me out. And then Flatman is at 5 plus 4 minus 2. He's at 7. So I still can't hit anybody for that extra attack. But let's just put it on them anyway. So 6. Squirrel Girl is at 7, just so we can really see. And then Flatman is at 5 plus 4 minus 2. She's at 7. I'm only going to have 5 left over. So that was a good try, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and hit the Mastermind for 14. And good news again, everybody. We have defeated Epic Klaw. He is out of the rotation, and it is a victory, and I'm very happy about it. Let's go. Last card in the villain deck. There was that Master Strike. Whew, thanks everybody for participating with that. Next song. That's better. We need conclusion music. All right, that was fun. I almost voted for you, but thought it would just barely get you. It's the other way around. I just barely got Epic Klaw. Again, thanks GW Gumby for these tokens. These worked great today. And oh, Rogue to the rescue. And also, thanks Rogue for not making me have to replace you in setup B. So let's go ahead and resolve this and do my scores and all that good stuff. So it was a perfect 50-50 points-wise, but more people said lose, so the winners are going to get some more points here. People who said I was going to win, who I guess you're winners too, get more points. I'll calculate my score, and then we'll be on our way. It was a win. There we go. 23,000 points going out, getting you on your way to some wheel spins there. And let's count up my scores. Unfortunately, I did have 2 escapes, so that is going to hurt me. Plus, the game went a long time, so I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to rank very high. I did get a lot of points, but I think it's going to save me. Some people are going to hit him early when he's only at 10, and I look forward to seeing those scores. But for my score, let's check this out. So left-hand side, let's combine the victory piles again. So 1, 2, 3. Right-hand side. Right here. Although some other people might have escapes. This isn't a scheme that cares about escapes, so it happens. The revenge. Okay, yeah, Circus and 2 Circuses escape. So let's keep track of this, you guys. Thank you for the GGs. I appreciate it. That was fun. I will, I'll get this setup up for you, and then I'll start uploading videos. Okay, so it was 2 escapes, 38 turns. That's a lot of turns. Turbs. 38 turbs. I'm not changing that. And let's go ahead and count the VP. Left-hand side got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 14, 16, 20, 22, 28, 29, 30, 36, 37, 38. Set you aside. 39. Plus, I had 2 rares, so that's 40, 41, 42 VP on the left. 2 rares on the left-hand side. Was Rogan the MCU and I missed that? Oh, you're talking about the... Yeah, so a lot of my MCU games come down to the wire. That's true. I mean, it's good. That means this is a pretty good setup, so it's not an impossible one. I like that. But yes, it does remind me of those. Okay, 2, 4, 9, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 20, 21, 25, 31, 37, 43, 44, 45 on the right. That's pretty good, but I had a lot of turns again. Okay. I will enter that when I'm ready. And that is it for the stream. I have a lot of streams to upload. So we have the randomizer from last week. That's probably going to go up tomorrow. And then we have the Midnight Suns games and all that stuff. Okay, Klaw and Deadpool might get along. So come back next week for the regular schedule. Tuesday is going to be another tournament game. Thursday is going to be another randomizer. And then look out for those videos as well as an overview video. Hopefully I can get that to you as well. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and upcoming weekend. See you in the Discord and on Tuesday next week. You're amazing. And I hope you enjoy Midnight Suns if you're able to pick it up. All right, take care, everybody. Enjoy this fight against Epic Klaw.